Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota. We're surrounded by viruses. If you're young and healthy, most don't pose a threat. But if you vape, you could be breaking down your body's ability to defend itself. The chemicals in vapor, like propylene glycol, glycerol, and metal particles, damage your lungs on a cellular level. And that damage in here leaves you at risk to the viruses out there. Get the sick truth about vaping at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
And good evening from Sandpoint, Idaho. We've got the Lakeland Hawks taking on the Sandpoint Bulldogs in tonight's ballgame. We had to pause just before we went on the air for the national anthem, so apologize for that extended break. I'm Ryan Skaggs, joined by Mr. Craig Shaver on the call with me tonight.
Am I still muted there? No?
No, you are. I think you're good. Yeah, you're live. So
awesome.
We are we're up and rocking. So tonight's ballgame's got some interesting implications at stake for both teams. The winner obviously will claim the District 1 4A crown for football this year in the IEL League Championship, and Sandpoint's got bigger at stake. They are playing for a possible #1 seed in the Idaho 4A State football tournament. So a lot here going on tonight in this ball game, and style points do matter. We talked a little bit on the podcast yesterday, or on Wednesday, and then yesterday with Scott Burton about how the Max Preps ratings work. You win by 15 or more, you get some extra points. And the Idaho football tournament in 4A is seeded via that Max Preps rating. So there is a lot going on behind the scenes, not just what's on the field tonight in this game, because both teams are looking for style points. Obviously, the win is important, but there is the splash of style there behind the scenes that makes it a little bit more at stake, I guess you could say.
And I think there's a little more to do with that even. There's a lot coming off of this game last year. This was a big game last year for both teams. So I know there's a little bit of rivalry, some stuff left from the spring too, from spring ball. I know both these teams got after it.
Yeah,
they got something to prove.
They always leave a little bit extra on the field in this one. It gets a little sporty, I guess you could say. Last year's game, obviously, a little bit different this year. We're not playing in 2 feet of snow, but a little bit misty out there. It's been raining most of the day here in North Idaho. And so it should be interesting. I don't know what the ball situation is going to be like during the game, but we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Luckily, Sandpoint does have the field turf out there, so a little bit more stable playing surface than if we were playing at Lakeland. But it should be a good game. But I want to look behind the scenes a little bit more, too. Sandpoint's playing without 2 seniors in tonight's ball game. And you know this team pretty well, this Sandpoint Ball Club. They're without Will Hurst, and without Cody Steiger, 2 seniors that contribute a lot in this lineup.
And they're more than contributors. They're both all league guys. They're both starters, 2-year starters, guys that are on radars of colleges all over the area. And this is a big game. They need all their guys. I know on the other side of it, Lakeland is. They're healthy.
Yeah, they had a week off.
They're coming off a bye week. I know Hutton Hegblum is the only guy as far as on their offense that they're looking to be without. He's been playing a lot of nose for them, and then on the other side of the ball, he plays some tight end, some wing for them as well. So he's a tough kid. That's always a big loss for them to lose a kid like that, but Lakeland's pretty healthy, so they've got the upper hand there.
And it's, you take a look at the two, it's a tale of two offenses, really, if you look at this ballgame. Sandpoint, we know, can play defense. We've seen that throughout the season. Lakeland has been a stalwart on defense. I don't think we want to slight them at all because they're holding opponents, I believe, this year to 12 points per game, which is their average so far on the season. Lakeland coming off back-to-back absolute woodshed beatdowns. One over league foe Moscow, 59-0. And then just absolutely destroying Timberlake as well. Was that 50-0 in that ball game? Yeah. So 250 burgers that were thrown down in the last 2 weeks. So see if they can keep the offensive momentum rolling. This Sandpoint team, we know they love to run the ball and they run it well.
Yeah, and on the other side, like I said, Lakeland, you talked about it. They're getting back into their offense. I think the big thing with their offense is their offensive line is finally starting to click. They're so young. They've got a lot of kids that their Coach Etchison has brought those guys a long way. They've only had, I believe, one guy is a returning starter. That's their center, Jack Borg. And a lot of the guys, they didn't play a lot of O-line at all last year. So it's been a learning process for them. And to have John Cornish have some big breakout games with that offensive line as they've gotten better. As you said, the Timberlake game, it was 50-0, and I thought there was even spots in that game where they could improve on big time. And then the Moscow score, like you said, a lot of their starters were out after halftime.
And they kept the train running, too. They kept their foot on the gas.
Yeah.
So what we've seen from the Sandpoint team, you've got Garrett Cox, who will be an all-state running back.
He's a stud, and he's both sides of the ball. You can point him out at outside linebacker. He's just as important on the other side of the ball. So Will Hurst, I think, is a big loss for them. He's an absolute stud on the D-line, so we'll see how they feel out there. But Garrett Cox in the run game, if the weather holds out, it looks like it's just a slight drizzle right now, not too much rain. But both these run games, I think, are going to be a strong point in both these teams, and it'll be up to them to kind of set the pace. And I know Lakeland's set to put the ball on the ground. And like I said, Sandpoint's got both guys in their backfield that just can take the ball to the house at any moment.
Yeah, Sandpoint's got dudes. You look at Parker Pettit at quarterback. He can run the ball. He can also spin it, too. You've got some threats for him. Luke McCorkle out there, who I do believe just got an offer this last week.
Whitworth?
Yeah, to Whitworth. So he's I don't know if he's accepted or not. He's still shopping around, I guess. But he's a good one out there for the Bulldogs, too. Yeah. So back deep to receive. Sandpoint will receive the kickoff from Lakeland. Back deep for the Bulldogs, you've got number 28. That would be Lane Dunkel back there. And I'm trying to see who else was with them. I believe that was number 21, Luke McCorkle, that might be back there as well. So we're about ready to get things started here on the shores of Lake Pend Oreille. The Lakeland Hawks, they're in the road whites, white pants, white jerseys. They got the yellow helmets with the green trim. Sandpoint wearing these sharp anthracite gray jerseys with red numerals and red helmets. A good look for them. And we're about ready to tee it up and get this one underway. So the kick is up and away, and it's going to be brought down by McCorkle. He's going to take it across the 10-yard line. He's looking for a lane. He's got a block. Gets through one tackle, back over the left side, across the 30 to the 40. It's a foot race down the sideline. 50, 40, 30. And he's going to be knocked down at the 18-yard line. A huge return to get things started for Sandpoint Bulldogs and Luke McCorkle.
That's a huge kickoff to this game. But luckily, the kicker, Owen Forsman, is back there to make the tackle.
Man,
that's a huge start. They'll take over about the 17.
An absolute nightmare for Coach Kiefer's crew. You give Sandpoint, I believe they have them, at the 18-yard line to get things started here. So first down at 10. Parker Pettit in the offense is going to come out. Single back set, just offset. In the shotgun formation is the senior Garrett Cox. Receiver cross motion, they get handoff to Cox inside, dodges one tackle, across the 15, and they're going to get him spotted, I believe, just over the 15. Bring up second down.
A little off tackle inside zone. There's good job, Parker Pettit getting the snap. The snap was on the ground. Does a good job getting it up and getting in the belly of Garrett Cox.
So official gain of 3 there on first down. Snap, handoff again, inside Cox, dodges one tackle. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, nothing doing. Tackle by number 22 for the Lakeland Hawks, and that is John Cornish. Nice job by the youngster. So 3rd down and 8. Pettit in the shotgun. Single back set behind the quarterback is Cox. A little hard to see the numbers on these receivers with these dark gray jerseys with the red. A little splash of white would help the announcers out a little bit. Snap back. Inside handoff. Cox dives forward. And he's shy of the first down, I believe. They're going to bring up 4th down and short. And I'm going to assume they're going to go for it after that kickoff return. They're going to try to draw first blood here. 4th down and 1. So a gain of 6 there on 3rd down. Under center.
Lakeland's heavy run.
Pettit's going to try to dive up the middle. And a little bit of a push. We'll see if he had enough to get the first. It's going to be close. Pettit on the sneak. Good penetration by the Hawks there up front in the middle. I just don't know if they had the size to get the push. And they're going to give him, I believe they're going to give him the first down. Yep. So yardage is enough. First down and goal. Ball at the 7-yard line. Pettit in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left.
A little adjustment at the line of scrimmage. They saw something this side.
And
Parker's
the
going
keeper
to
over
keep
the
it. RPO touchdown.
The keeper, Pettit, saw something there and decided to pull it on the zone read right up the right side and scores the touchdown from 7 yards out.
That's a hard one to stop when you've got one guy in the boundary to defend an RPO like that. Who are you going to take, the running back or the QB? You're going to be wrong either way.
Yeah. So Sandpoint draws first blood. They get the huge kickoff return. And just like that, they're on the board, waiting the extra point. Snap,
Good
kick
snap.
is up and low kick, but just sneaks it through.
Right into the leg.
Chunked it with the pitching wedge, I think, put it in the drink. So Sandpoint goes up 7-0. 9:19 left here in the first quarter of play. And we're going to stay right here and thank some of our sponsors that we've got here on IdahoSports.com. If I can get our ad sheet pulled up. Knutson Chevrolet. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned Chevrolet, you'll find it at Knutson Chevrolet in Post Falls. Browse their selection online at www.knutson.com or visit their showroom at 1900 East Polston Avenue. Knutson Chevrolet, where friends have made friends since 1939. For all your automotive needs and proud supporters of North Idaho athletics, find new roads with Knutson Chevrolet. So Sandpoint up 7-zip. Lakeland going to receive. Just a single deep man returning for the Hawks.
Is that number 9?
Number 11 back there.
11?
Is that Cole Andrews?
11, I believe, is Lucas Williams.
Sorry, I'm looking.
Yeah, Lucas Williams.
Sorry,
back.
yeah, sorry. Lucas Williams. I apologize back there.
Eric Brisk is kind of short on the opposite half.
See what Sandpoint does here on the kick. Maybe they're expecting a little bit of trickery and see if they try to onside it to do it, but they kick it deep, and it's going to go into the beautiful kick 8 yards deep into the end zone, and it's going to hit and fall harmlessly down to the turf. And Lakeland's going to start with the ball at the 20-yard line.
That's a nice leg.
So we've got Mr. Devin Suko going to lead out the Lakeland Hawk offense.
See if the run game.
See if they can.
I'm gonna call the first 8 plays here, Ryan, and say they're gonna run the ball.
We both have history with Lakeland, so I think we could kind of assume what they're gonna do here, but you never know with Coach Etch in the booth now. So hot snap goes back, pass on first down, slant pattern, gets a nice pass there.
Good job, Conrad Thomas.
Yeah, gain of 14 there on first down. Sorry, that's a gain of 16. I apologize, I missed the yard line there. Richie Thomas on the reception. Nice pass play there on first down. Showing us up.
I know Coach Etch likes to put their guys in the one-on-one situations.
So Suko the pistol, he's going to hand off. We got to run it. Running back Cornish over to the left side. He's going to try to hit the edge. He's got to block around the corner, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Nice gain there on first down.
Gain about 7.
Yeah, gain of 6, maybe 7 yards.
Looks like both these defenses are in for the same mindset.
Remember,
they're setting up for the run.
Sandpoint is short. They're starting defensive end and starting boundary corner. So see how they respond. We saw them go right to the pass right off the bat, too. That would have been in Cody Steiger's spot.
I know that's something that Devin Suko's looking at, is if there's a one-on-one opportunity with any of these guys. He's got 4 guys on the outside that are all 4x100 track guys. So if he can get a mismatch, he's gonna pick it.
So Suko's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off inside, just a plunge straight dive play. He's going to pick up a first down, gain of 5. Cornish on the rush. First down and 10 now for the Lakeland Hawks. Ball spotted at midfield. Nice offensive start for Lakeland here against a stout Sandpoint defense.
A little different formation here. They got 4x7.
Yeah, diamond formation
right.
out to the right, and just a sneak with Suko right up the middle. He's going to gain 2, maybe 3, and that's it.
Bulldogs ready for that one.
That was just all window dressing, I think, on the outside there. See if they could have caught maybe pulling somebody out of the box.
Yeah. Big boy Wyland Dorrell, number 77.
He's a beast up front. Yeah, he's a big one.
I want to say he's 6'6".
He puts down a few hamburgers from Dubs, we'll just call it that. As we got Suko in the pistol. Snap goes to him, handoff inside, Cornish, nothing doing. He's going to lose a yard. He'll bring up 3rd down and long. Seven minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. 3rd down and 8. Suko in the pistol. He's got 2 receivers to the right, single receiver on the boundaries to the left.
Looking for Richie Thomas on the top side here.
Ooh, dodges one defender. He's going to roll out. He's looking for help. He's got a receiver over there and throws it out of bounds. So it gets planted by Benefield there over on the right side on the scramble. So we're going up 4th down and long. And I believe Lakeland's going to punt. So it started as a promising drive for the Hawks. Stalls out there just across midfield.
I will see if that O-line can keep that fire lit. They've got a long night ahead of them. Got to get that ball moving on the ground. Good job by Sandpoint though, getting that ball. They did let him cross the 50-yard line, but they'll get the ball right back. Lakeland
was going into a little bit of a tempo there, and you could kind of tell it didn't allow Sandpoint to adjust on defense when the drive started. So Cox back to receive the punt. Kicks up and away. It's going to be fielded at the 13-yard line. And he's going to get past one defender and gets absolutely rocked.
Tyler Huber.
Gets absolutely leveled at the 22-yard line. And we got a flag on the play back at the 12-yard line. We'll see if there was maybe a slight grasp of the face mask.
I do want to say this.
That was a monster hit.
I watch every game in the area from Spokane to Coeur d'Alene, and Skylar Huber is probably one of the biggest hitters you will see on defense anywhere up here. And that was an absolute massive hit on a dude that delivers a blow on offense, too. So that's
Let's see,
maybe big-time football.
So they have a holding there on Sandpoint maybe at the 12-yard line. We'll see. Sandpoint could be back in the shadow of their goal line. That's what it looks like. There's a penalty there, and they're going to go half to the distance to the goal. I didn't actually see the signal. So 6-yard line is where Sandpoint's going to start. Inside their own 10. Yeah, man. And that one, under that hit, I'm still thinking about that. That was a monster blow on Cox as Pettit's going to be in the shotgun.
Both had to shake the cobwebs off after
His heels on the goal line, hands off to Cox. He's met behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1, maybe 2.
There's his new best friend, Skylar Huber again.
Skylar, yeah, guess who? Hanging out behind the line of scrimmage for the Bulldogs. So tackle at the 5 for a loss of 1. So Pettit heels on the goal line. Waiting for the snap. He's going to drop back in his end zone. He's looking to pass.
Drop back.
Scrambles to the left. He's got receiver. He's going to look for a cut and lane. He goes across the 30. Knocked down just shy of the 35-yard line. Huge scramble there.
A 30-yard gain.
30-yard gain on an absolute busted play.
That takes some huevos to call a drop back pass on your own goal line. Parker he was 3 yards deep in his goal line and scrambled for 30. That's
great coverage too.
Yeah,
great coverage by the Hawks, but better run by Parker Pettit. So ball on the 35-yard line. Pettit's waiting for the snap. We got a Lakeland defender entered the neutral zone. I believe that's Waddington, who is when you're 6'5", it's kind of hard to miss you coming across the line.
Neutral zone infraction against the Hawks.
He could rock in his stance and be like 3 feet in the backfield.
That's true. One thing we'll see, I know Lakeland's kind of light on that defensive front. We'll see if Sandpoint continues to take advantage of that defensive line. I know Lakeland likes to stack the box, but they're playing a lot of off-man here, so we'll see if Sandpoint continues to run
They
that
got
ball.
nobody out here on the boundary on the receiver. He's all by himself. So Pettit's going to roll. He's dropped back to pass. Goes deep. He's got a man defender there and just overshoots his intended receiver, number 11. He was looking for Leslie Kuhn.
Thomas Calder, great coverage.
Yeah, Leslie Kuhn had about, he's got about 7 inches on Calder, and Calder defended that perfectly.
Lakeland comes out in a little bit of defensive pre-snap with a kind of a blind coverage where you can't really tell if there's a guy on the outside guy or if they're kind of stacked over the slot. It's
bailed
hard
from
to
the
see.
safety position and made it out there, which was
it's a hard one to read.
But second down and 5. Ball on the 40-yard line. Snap goes back. He's going to drop back to pass. Has a receiver. Gets his man. Just across 6-yard, 7-yard gain for a first down. That was number 10, Ari Vandenberg.
Yeah.
Just thinking back to the Coeur d'Alene game, he had a huge game against the Vikings.
Ari's an athlete. He's a great
He's
athlete.
hard to defend, too, in the slot. He's a
He's
big
shifty.
body.
He's a big body kid that he put the ball anywhere in that frame. He can grab it with those hands. He's got great hands.
So first down to 10, ball spot at the 46, 47-yard line. Shift into the
formation
wing
under
T.
center.
Here's that wing T look we were expecting them to run. Inside handoff, it's going to go dive to the left and nothing doing.
Good job by Lakeland.
Garrett Cox tackled at the line of scrimmage. Lakeland has seen that before 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It's Timberlake. Not fooling them on that one.
With that extra week off, I know Coach Kiefer's got a game plan that he knows is going to give his guys an opportunity to get their
Keeper's like, how
best
dare
out
you
of
run
their
my
game."
offense against me? So now in the pistol, kind of a tight pistol wing T look as inside handoff goes to Cox. He's looking for a lane to cut.
John
Nothing
Cornish.
there. Great defense up front.
John Cornish making plays on both sides of the ball. He is
Can bring
so
up third
undersized.
Cornish, I was watching the defensive line there on that play and just how they're attacking at angles. They're not necessarily trying to play Sandpoint head up. They're lining up in a gap and then trying to running across the face of the offensive lineman and beat him to the gap.
Beat him with the speed instead of the strength. You're undersized. You got to be able to play to your advantage. So I know that's one big thing. They've got a few guys that are on the defensive line that are smaller than the tailback for Sandpoint.
So third down and long. Drop back to pass. Pettit hits his man at the 40, and he's got a first down. Gain of 15.
That's Cody Newhart.
Yeah, Cody Newhart on the reception. He's a former All-League receiver as well. So first down for the Bulldogs.
Nice route on that one by Cody. Sits right in the middle of the zone, finds an open spot, and Parker puts it right on him.
So Pettit in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Single back set is Cox. Waiting for the play call from the sideline. Lakeland kind of playing that shell there in that zone, too. Inside handoff goes to Cox. Met at the line, bounces off one defender, bounces off another. He's still running hard. Whew. Delivered a absolute, just a shot to the solar plexus right at the line of scrimmage. He hit number 9 for the Hawks.
Richie Thomas.
Great
job. Both guys getting low. Low man wins, and both guys wanted to win on that one. That was a good job.
Cox kept his legs running and picked up 7 on first down. Ball at the 33-yard line. Pettit in the pistol this time. He's going to hand it off again. Cox straight up the middle. Meets one defender again. Met by a host of Hawks there, but a gain of 3, close to the first down.
Connor Moore was the first to make contact there. He comes up holding his arm.
Yeah.
He's big time. He's their middle linebacker. We'll see if
that's a shot to the shoulder. It might be just a little bit of a stinger there. You never know.
He's a tough kid. He's a tough kid. He's a wrestler. Let's see, we'll just loosen that one out. There we go.
Crack your neck and hopefully you're good to go. There it is. You got to get a little bit more help, though, if you're going to tackle Cox one-on-one. You got to get some help there. Waiting for the play call.
Taking their time here, getting the right play call in. It's the big 3rd-and-1 situation from the 20 or 30-yard line.
I'm looking for that zone to the left. We're going to get a timeout over on the sideline.
Coach Silver wanted to tie down there, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll take 30 seconds to be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
We're Valley-wide Country Store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
And we're back here in Sandpoint, Idaho. Sandpoint's got the lead 7-0 over the Lakeland Hawks. 1:57 left here to play in the first quarter. And a lot at stake we talked about in pregame for this one. That the winner takes the IEL 4A championship for the 2021 season. And Sandpoint playing for the #1 seed at state. They're sitting #2 right now in the rankings for Max Preps. But a big win. Style points count, like we said. They could play themselves into that #1 seed and they could host the state championship game at the Kiwi Dome.
That's the big part right there. Is even just having that home field advantage on the way to that game. I mean,
so a lot at stake here. You don't want to count your chickens before they're hatched, but there's a lot going on. As Pettit's going to be in the shotgun here on 3rd down and short, and he's going to keep it, go right up the middle, right, following his left guard. Runs through 2 defenders, gets tackled at the 24, and picks up plenty. Gain of 6 there, and a first down.
Connor Moore feeling there. He can see him getting up. He's kind of hurting, but he's gonna stick this one out. He knows how much is riding on this game. Even though both teams do have a spot in the playoffs, this is still got playoff implications.
Bragging rights. I mean, we'll be blunt. These teams don't really like each other too much either. So there's a lot going on here. A little bit of history between the Hawks and the Bulldogs. As Pettit gets a snap. He's going to roll to the left, and it's a keeper. Stretch. He's got a nice block on the outside edge, and he's going to pick up 10 yards almost, just shy of the first down mark. I think he had 9.5 on the keep.
Cody Morris, probably the smallest kid in the IEL, the starting corner for Lakeland on the tackle there.
Yeah.
Good job by him. Taking him down.
Nice block by Max Frank on the outside edge, too. So 3 receivers to the right. Single back is Cox behind Pettit in the pistol. Under 1 minute left here in the first quarter play. Snap, drop back to pass. He's looking to Max Frank over on the sideline. And he tiptoes. And they're going to say incomplete, out of bounds, but made the catch. Man, that was a acrobatic catch regardless, but couldn't get the foot down in bounds. Great defense by the corner out there.
Gotta be careful getting a little handsy there.
Yeah, could have gone to 50-50 either way, but third down and short, or second down short, why not take a shot at the end zone there?
Good job. That was a great ball by Parker Pettit. I thought he put it in a good spot, and that's just how it goes.
So third down and 1. Pettit the pistol. Probably expect a nice run here by Cox, and that's what we get. He's going to be dancing inside and pick up enough for the first down. He gets about 1.5 yards and give him a new fresh set of downs. Well, depending on the spot, they did give it to him finally. So depending on the spot.
That was close.
Yeah, so we might see that be the last play of the first quarter. I don't know. We'll see if they run another one.
Yeah,
I think
they're going to
let the field flip over. So end of 1. Sandpoint Bulldogs are ahead 7-0 over the visiting Lakeland Hawks. We're going to take a quick break here on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas.
That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors.
The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
And we are back. Sandpoint, Idaho, the shores of Lake Pend Oreille. And Sandpoint Bulldogs have the 7-0 lead as we start the second quarter. Flipping ends of the field here. And we've got a good ball game here so far. As Sandpoint driving, though, looking to hopefully get some more points out of this drive. After Lakeland's first drive on offense stalled and they had to punt it away, Sandpoint has turned around and gone it, 94 yards? So they could go 94 yards if they get a touchdown here on this drive. Been a solid game so far.
That's a lot of clock.
That is a lot of clock.
Lakeland's only had one drive so far.
A lot of running the ball, too. So actually, Sandpoint's been able to pass the ball fairly well here.
And Lakeland came out first play and tried to throw the ball.
Yeah.
We saw them. We tried to throw the ball 2 or 3 times there.
Nice 12-yard slant to start things off on offense. Yeah. So Pettit going to be in the pistol. Single back behind him is Cox. 2 receivers to the right with the up back. Max Frank, the single receiver down here on the boundary. Got a corner blitz off the edge.
Cody Morse almost got there.
Yeah, almost got there.
Jackson Lutz gets the tackle, though.
Gain of 1, maybe 1.5 yards. So I like that defensive scheme right there on first down, coming right down the line of scrimmage and attacking angles again.
Yeah, they're using that speed. That's been a big way for them to get to the point of attack. I mean, you look at the nose guard there. I believe that's Calder there at nose, and he's probably the smallest D lineman out there. They got to use a lot of that slant and angles.
Number 56 in at nose right now. So Pettit's going to get it. He's going to roll to the right, looking for receiver in the end zone. Looking for Leslie Kuhn, overthrows him.
Put it on the fingertips.
Yeah, right on the fingertips and knocked down. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 8.
Thomas Calder right there to make a play, make it hard for Leslie to make a grab on that one.
I mean, we talked about at the beginning of the season that, Lakeland's offense wasn't moving yet. We saw that Preston game where it was a single-digit score for both teams. But we didn't want to count out the Hawks. They had that tough loss to Lake City. That defense was going to keep them in ball games throughout the season, and that's what we've seen. So Pettit's going to drop back to pass. He's got a receiver in the end zone and dropped.
That one hit him in the chest plate.
Right in the chest plate, looking for Max Frank. And falls incomplete.
Go through your hands. That's a hard ball to catch. When you get it through the hands and it hits that plastic, it takes a little bounce. It's hard to control.
85-mile-an-hour fastball, too, right off the chest.
He just ran a 12-yard hit straight, one step inside of the end zone. Parker put it right off his chest plate.
Defender just dropped on his heels and almost put him on his seat. So attempting the field goal here is, I believe that's number 6. It's going to kick that. That's Jacob Gove.
Yeah. Gove's
Snap
got quite
back.
the leg on him.
He's going to kick his up and knocks it through the inside of the right upright. So field goal's good. So add 3 more. Sandpoint's up 10-0. I would say for the type of drive that was just put together, Lakeland to hold them to 3. that's a victory there for the Hawks.
That's a good one, especially inside the red zone. Like I said, they've got Sandpoint's definitely got the size advantage, I believe.
Yeah,
you can see him take advantage of the corner matchup too. That, like I said, Cody Moore's probably one of the smaller players you're going to find in the IEL. Fade balls have been kind of his nightmare.
Well, we saw what Zach Johnson did to him in that Lake City game. So,
yeah.
Want to thank one of our sponsors. Northland Strength has options for every athlete. No matter if they're new to sports or if they're preparing to play in college, training is often viewed as lifting weights. That simply isn't true, and there's a lot more to a great training program. Northland Strength defines training as preparing mentally and physically for a goal. In their programs, everything is tailored specifically to the athlete and their goals. You can find them online at www.northlandstrength.com or on Instagram and Facebook at Northland Strength, and find them in Coeur d'Alene, or actually in Dalton Gardens, 7680 North Government Way, Suite number 2 in Dalton Gardens. Northland Strength, strong, confident, and capable. So after the field goal, Sandpoint's going to kick this one away, and Lakeland looking to return. So puts his foot into it, and the kick is
that
up.
One will just be out of here again.
That one is going to touch the back of the end zone.
I think he was aiming for the fire truck on the street for that one.
Trying to take out the helmets with the numbers on them. We're looking for a little target practice. So Lakeland's going to start at the 20-yard line on offense.
Little score update from IEL play. Post Falls leads Lake City 7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
I guarantee you those fields down in Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls right now on the prairie, they're a little sloppy.
Yeah, those 3 fields down there are not the best.
They do not drain. Let's put it that way. They do not drain well.
There are a lot of fields in the area. I know East Valley has a nice crown to its field, so it gets a lot of drainage off. But a lot of those kind of just puddle up in the middle.
Yeah. Ugh. So Suko's going to start the offense out. He's going to be in the shotgun, and the fly sweep coming across the left side to Calder. He goes through one defender, keeps his feet, tries to reverse direction, and nothing doing. No gain. A lot of effort for the 0 yards.
Yeah, there's to get him on the edge and to make a tackle is hard, but when you can keep him boxed up like that, that's huge for them. Joseph Hughes able to wrap him up after Thomas breaks off a 1 tackle, but we'll see what they can do. 2nd and 10 again.
Yeah, great job by the defensive end on that right side to get some penetration to cut off that running lane. So Suko, motion again. Calder in motion across the formation, waiting for the snap. He's going to hit the quick hitch.
Screen here to Richie Thomas.
Absolutely sniffed out and nothing doing.
Great job. Kobe Barlow, the corner, jumped the screen before the back. They tried to get the back Thomas Calder all the way to the flat, block the corner on a quick screen, and that's a long block.
Yeah.
That's a long block, even with Richie's speed. The ball was high. By the time he came down with it, the corner was there to make a tackle. Good job by Colby.
That's the replacement for Steiger out there, too, so great job by him.
Bring up a huge
third down and long. Suko drops back to pass. He's got time. He's got a receiver. And a little bit of hand fighting.
Oh, there's some
And they're going to get a flag, I think. We'll see who it's on. Both players had jersey. We'll see which one gets the call.
I'll say one on the shoulder. I know Luke had a grab of Richie's stomach, but we'll see who that goes against.
McCorkle had the jersey twisted inside, and Richie had the top of the shoulder pad of McCorkle.
Suko put it up in the spot for them both.
So a good ball, but
we're going defensive PI here.
Defensive pass interference. They're going to give benefit of the doubt to the offensive player making the effort there.
There was some shirt grab.
That's a 50-50 ball.
But there we see Richie and both Luke. They gave each other a little 5. They know it's just aggressive football, but a little too much.
They're both going hard, man.
With the cloth.
There's a lot to play here. So first down and 10, fresh set of downs from the 35-yard line. I'll say this, the offensive line has done a great job giving Suko time when he does pass.
Yeah, no, they've done a good job in the pass game.
We're going to get timeout from Coach Kiefer.
I know Coach Etch is really excited to see this O-line, this young O-line come along. I really like their left tackle, number 79, Preston Johns.
Big body.
Great kid, big body. Yeah. I mean, but he's just a great kid, but I think he's missing a little something in the fire. But once he lights that fire, once he finds that, dude, he's a big kid that can maul.
I mean, he would, if he's got any bit of oomph to him, I mean, he's going to start popping on the radar. Let's just say that he is not a small dude.
No.
I want to thank one of our sponsors, Northwest Paint and Body. Check out Northwest Paint and Body for the best auto body services around, including collision repair and framework. Call Northwest Paint and Body at 208-664-6635 to schedule an appointment. For more information, go to www.northwestpaintandbodypostfalls.com. Northwest Paint and Body are proud supporters of North Idaho Athletics. Good luck in tonight's ball game.
Another update here from the IEL. Post Falls leads Lake City now 14-0, 9:43 left in the first half.
So what they started against Coeur d'Alene, the Trojans are continuing. Snap goes Suko, option look to the left. Nice keeper. Dodges one defender, keeps running through the tackle across
great job.
midfield, and he just cracked the Sandpoint side of the field. So first down and 10, big gain there, 15 yards on first down. Nice option. I like that play.
That's
that stretch option look.
Yeah, a little speed option to the field, to that, given an option pitch, chance to give a little ball out to Thomas there with his left hand, but kept it cut back up the middle.
So handoff goes to Cornish. He's going to bounce off one defender and pick up about a gain of one.
Trying to get buck sweep off the edge.
Good job by Sandpoint, just kind of stringing that one out towards the sideline, eventually letting the cavalry arrive. So Sandpoint still had 10-0 in the second quarter of play. So second down and 9. Haven't seen Waddington get involved yet. He's got McCorkle out there on him, one-on-one.
Let's see what they do here.
So
Devin's looking outside.
I know, Suko's going to hit. Yeah, there he is. Hits Waddington out on the left side. Crosses the 45 and going to be brought down, gain of 4 on the hitch. McCorkle was given 7-8 yards, and
I think
Suko found
Coach Etch saw that in the box and called that down. They made the adjustment there.
So third down and 5. A little bit of a substitution for the Bulldogs, putting some beef back up front. So Suko in the pistol, Cornish behind him.
A 35 from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, 3 receivers to the right. Handoff, kind of a muff snap, but picked up by Cornish. He's close to the first down. Nice gain there. He's going to be just shy, a gain of 4. That could have been bad.
I thought Suko was going to keep that one and pull it, but Cornish just ran those feet. He got picked up 3 when it could have been a loss or a gain of none.
I think he ran 2 yards and didn't even have a hold of the ball.
Yeah.
He was just pushing it forward with his chest. So fourth down and short. Lakeland's going to go for it here.
Look for Waddington here.
Maybe see if they can draw him off. Oh, they might have had Sandpoint offside. And muff snap, and Sandpoint's going to fall on it.
That's going to be Joseph Hughes again. He made a play earlier in the drive.
I don't think that ball was supposed to be snapped, because Suko did not look for that ball at all. I think they were trying to get Sandpoint to jump off sides, and they had them coming, but that ball just went right under Suko's knee. I mean, literally just went right below his knee and his ankles.
A little mix-up on communication there.
So Sandpoint's got great field position on the turnover. 48-yard line of their own, and here comes Parker Pettit and company. Lakeland did a great job on defense at last stand to hold Sandpoint to a field goal, but you can't keep giving Sandpoint the ball back and expect your defense to just keep in it all night. Snap goes back. Pettit, screenplay over to the right side and over the head of Cox. Sniffed out by the Lakeland defense.
John Cornish.
He's just one of those kids, that motor, he's just going 100 miles an hour all times.
He is.
And you never really see him come out either. That's the thing, he just goes.
He doesn't get tired. He's a great kid too.
Energizer bunny.
Yeah. Only a junior.
I coached his little brother in T-ball 2 years ago. His little brother is the same way.
I had the opportunity to coach this Lakeland team last year. I was the quarterback coach and JV offensive coordinator. John's a great kid.
So snap back, Pettit stands his ground, fires over to the right side, has a receiver. That's Vandenberg with the reception, a gain of 6 on second down. It's going to bring up third down and 4.
Just a quick out. Lakeland's playing some off man. They found a quick out there on Lucas Williams. Luckily enough, he made the tackle there, but pick up a few yards there.
Yeah, so hits Vandenberg on the speed out to the sideline. So 3rd and 4. Snap back. Handoff, Cox inside. Dodges one defender. Swarmed under. And he's going to be just short of the line to gain. Nice tackle there. Was that number 11? Lucas Williams?
Is that Lucas again?
Yeah. He just want to hit him low and cause the nosedive. So 4th down and 1.
Big play again. Here we go.
Big stand here. We'll see. I bet you they're just going to go heavy dose of Garrett Cox straight up the middle. Run to behind big number 77 at left guard.
Here, Coach Silvard used their 2nd timeout.
They kind of squeezed Waddington down the line there too. So quick timeout on the field. Thanks to more of our sponsors. I want to thank Knutson Chevrolet. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned Chevrolet, you'll find it at Knutson Chevrolet in Post Falls. Browse our selection online at www.knutson.com or visit the showroom at 1900 East Polston Avenue in Post Falls. Knutson Chevrolet, where friends have made friends since 1939. Knutson Chevrolet for all your automotive needs. Proud supporters of athletics in North Idaho. Find new roads with Knutson Chevrolet. So 4th and short. During this timeout, 6:35 left here in the first half. Sandpoint holding on to a 10-0 lead. And a night of what we would call chaos abounds here in North Idaho. There's a lot that could happen. We could have as many as possibly 4 Kansas City tiebreakers next week.
It's going to be a busy Monday.
So, well, with Sandpoint, or with St. Mary's and Grangeville and Orofino having their COVID issues during the season too, it pushed back that league. So, and they would have gotten the league by anyways. They're only going to be a 1-draw league. So essentially just saying, hey, we're just banking on our one, give the at-large to somebody else. So during the first round playoff week, the league title will be settled in the CIL. So it's interesting affairs there. As Pettit goes under center and another timeout. They tried to draw Lakeland offside.
That's their last timeout. Sandpoint just took their 3rd and final. Coach Silvar didn't look very happy right there.
I think they wanted to run dive there, and they just couldn't get the snap off. I don't know what happened there. But
Coach Silvar doesn't look very happy anytime. He's a fiery coach.
I would attest to that. Yeah.
I love it.
I've coached against him.
I
mean, he's a coup.
He came over from the west side, and I knew him from his days over there, and I knew what he was.
He was an East Side Catholic, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I knew what he was going to bring to the Sandpoint team. And there's his personality, his fire, obviously his offensive style. And
he was that way in college too, when he played for the Cougs.
I was going to say it just transformed into his coaching style, and he turns it into his players too.
He was a human missile for the Washington State Cougars.
Yes.
So Pettit going to be in the shotgun. Cox set with him. He got an up back to the left, so maybe a kind of a zone action. No, they're going to keep it with Pettit. QB power, right side. Pettit right up the middle. He's going to go across the 20, down to the 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown. 43 yards. Parker Pettit on 4th down and short takes it to the house.
Just a little QB lead. They had the up back in there, and then Garrett Cox as well. They just ran straight ahead and said, our guys versus your guys, we're going to knock you out of the way. And then Thomas Calder almost there to make the shoestring tackle, but not quite.
The unsung block was the up back coming in and hitting the middle linebacker, and it was just like parting the Red Sea. Went straight into the end zone. So the kick, snap goes, kicks up, and drives it into the net. Good. So Sandpoint now up 17-0, stretching that breathing room. We talked about style points, right? They're over that 15 threshold right now. But Lakeland's got to put something together.
Yeah, that's a hard one to come off of. They've got to keep it. They've got to keep it going. See if they can get a big return. I know that's how Sandpoint got their spark in the first quarter. That opening kickoff drove it all the way down to the 17-yard line. We'll see if they can get something going on offense, because Gove's probably about to put this one into the fire truck again.
POTs, man, points off turnovers makes a huge difference in a ball game, and that's what Sandpoint just took advantage of. So Williams going to be back deep for the Hawks. He's just going to line up at about the 12 and hope he kicks it somewhere inbounds. I don't know. We'll see if he puts it through the goalpost, because he did against Coeur d'Alene.
Parker Pettit taking over on the ground for Sandpoint. You'd think with a score 17-0, it'd be Garrett Cox would have all the numbers, but I believe I've only got Garrett Cox at about mid-20s for rushing yards.
Yeah, he's only been able to pop off 1 yard, I think, of double digits.
He's got
one carry of
no double-digit carries. He's got multiple carries of 7 yards. But
big kick. It's going to carry into the end zone and touchback. So Lakeland's going to start at the 20-yard line. Devin Suko and company. I would like to see them come back out and run that option look again. It's going to set up some RPO off of it too. But
yeah, anything with getting Devin outside of the pocket or just getting it in his hands and having one decision to make.
If they run that, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it exists, but the offensive mind, you and I, the juices get running. You're like, you run that stretch option, look again, and instead of influence blocking with that receiver, you just run him on the post.
Right. Yeah.
If you pull it, it's going to be there. So 3 receivers out to the right side for the Lakeland Hawks. Suko in the pistol. Cornish in the backfield with him.
See if they go with some RPO here.
Handoff goes to Cornish. Nice run there. Pops. He's across the 40,
across
the 50. He's down the sideline. 30, 20, 10. Big run. Touchdown, Lakeland Hawks.
John Cornish. I know Coach Etch wanted to stick to the RPO game.
Man.
And they found it. 80 yards.
80 yards and deuces. He hits the end zone. Huge run on first down.
There was. Not able to get the kickoff return. They hoping for that burst, but first down from the 20. Let's just take it to the house.
And no flags on the play, the bigger one there, as Cornish takes it to the house. So they needed an answer, and there it was. 80 yards from John Cornish on the first play after the kickoff, and takes it to the house. So 6:06 left here in the first half. Waiting the point after attempt. Kicking for the Hawks is Forsman. Snap, kick is up and knocks it through. And we're looking at 17-7, back to a 10-point ball game. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here on IdahoSports.com.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
We're back here in Sandpoint. Lakeland Hawks just finished on a one-play 80-yard drive for a touchdown from John Cornish, as he was like a launched missile into the end zone. So 6:06 left here to play in the first half. 17-7, back to a 10-point ball game. Sandpoint with the lead. And hopefully the Lakeland defense settles in again and maybe gets a stop here. Maybe give their offense another chance before halftime to get some more points. But
they've got things figured out. I wouldn't say they've got things figured out with Garrett Cox, because he can go off at any time. We know that, but they've kind of got him wrapped up. They need to get their eyes on.
They need to answer Parker Pettit. And that was, if I'm not mistaken, Parker was the one that hurt him last year.
Yes.
In the ball game too. So, you start getting all eyes on me on number 13, and number 9 will hurt you.
I mean, it was basically the first team to complete a pass in those 3 feet of snow was going to win that game.
The kickoff is up for Forsman. It's going to be fielded at the 8-yard line, and I think that is, I can't see the number 28. Across the 30-yard line and brought down. Nice return there from Lane Dunkel. So 5:55 left here in the first half. The winner takes the IEL crown. Guaranteed bowl. I think both these teams are in the state. We've already talked about that, but how high does a seed get is the question. Lakeland has a lot to say about it, so Parker Pettit's going to be back in the pistol. He's got Garrett Cox behind him. Snap back, handoff Cox. Left side through one defender, and he's going to be brought down. Gain of 2-3 yards on first down.
Sandpoint getting a little physical, also getting a little handsy there. I know Chase Burcham wanted a holding call. He's a middle linebacker next to Connor Moore.
Cox was a shoestring tackle away from probably a 40-yard gain.
I mean, when you're half the size of the Sandpoint O-lineman, it's kind of hard not to complain about it.
Lakeland is scrappy. Back to pass.
Quick out there.
Hits Max Frank, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So first down. Sorry, just shy of the first down. 2 yards shy, so to bring up third down and short.
to the 38-yard line, third down.
So they got him at 38. So third and short. See if Lakeland can get a stop here on third down. They're kind of delaying how they set up and not really giving a great look.
They do kind of a dummy look where they walk around sometimes, too. They got 3 linemen down on the ground right now, but we'll see if they come in that sprawl.
Pettit's going to rush. He's going to try to hit the edge.
Oh,
and
Bo Wilder,
fumbled it out of bounds.
Connor Moore, big hit out of bounds, knocked that ball right out of bounds.
It's going to stay with the Bulldogs, but, man, a huge hit there, and he might have enough for the first down. And he does. And kind of a delayed look on him. He was looking to pass on third and short and ended up scrambling.
Didn't like what he saw. That outside linebacker jumped right in that window of that hook, and he just kept himself scrambled. Got the first, though. Good job by Parker Pettit on pulling that ball down.
He got the first by maybe a foot and a half. So 5:17 left in the first half. Pettit in the pistol. Snap, handoff, Cox, right side. Through one defender and cross over the top of his offensive lineman. Hard running gain of 1.
That was a long strung out game.
It was a long one. Lakeland on this, they're trying to do what they can. Everything's been running through Cox this year. And this is kind of what Homedale did to Sandpoint. However, Homedale is a different animal, let's be honest.
Yes.
They've got dudes on dudes. So they're 3A undefeated. They're going to be the number 1 seed to state as they won their conference last week. Pettit back to pass.
He's going vertical.
He's going long. He's got a receiver.
The receiver slowed down.
I don't know what the miscommunication was.
Cody Newhart slowed down. He had a seam route wide open.
And overshoots it.
And just started jogging, and Parker Pettit put it where he should have been.
I think what he was thinking was he was going to go outside to Leslie Kuhn, and he ended up pump faking on that one and ended up faking out his own receiver. So it's third down and long, 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Pistol formation for the Bulldogs. Still kind of a mist going on here as Pettit's going to drop back. He's going to go deep again. He's going to pull it down and run it. He's got a lot of room. He's across the 45 to the 40, brought down at the 37-yard line of the Lakeland Hawks. Huge run.
21.
22-yard gain on the keeper. Man, Lakeland was there, and he just pulls it down. The coverage was excellent. They just didn't have a spy for Pettit on the run.
Yeah, I love what Parker's doing. If his first read is not there, don't like it, take it down and go. You don't have time to go after a second. Make a bad decision on an interception or take a sack. That's a good job.
So Pettit in the shotgun this time. Oh, missed the snap.
Right,
ball's on the ground. And, Cornish was there, but fell down. But nice sack.
Mason
Deep
Burcham.
loss. Burcham on the sack. Loss of, almost 20 yards.
About 15-yard loss?
Sorry. No, they did spot him.
15.
Yeah, 15 yards on the loss. They gave him the
Mason Burcham, a converted quarterback, former quarterback of mine that changed to tailback and then outside linebacker, now the opposite middle linebacker in this 3-4 defense.
Could have been a lot worse if they didn't give him the forward progress there. That could have been a huge loss, but still a big one, though. It's 2nd down and 25 yards to go. Lakeland catching a break there on the muff snap. Snap back, stretch play.
Option.
Pettit going to keep it. Dodges one tackler, picks up about half of it. He's back across the 45 to the 44 of the Hawks.
About 8-yard gain there.
So a gain of 8.
A lot of similarities in these two teams right now. We had a botched snap, a little speed option to the field.
So 3rd and 6.
Very similar backfields here.
Gain of 9 there. So 3rd down and 16 yards to go. I wouldn't be surprised if Sandpoint takes a shot. Maybe runs a combo with a deep hitch, and then you try to run the fade over the top of it, see if you can bring the defender up.
We've got numbers in a mismatch here. That number 3.
Pettit back to pass. Looking over the middle. Has his post route. Newhart on the post route down to the 20-yard line, and the first down.
24 yards.
24-yard gain and the first down for the Bulldogs. And Lakeland had their chances there. Sandpoint inside the red zone.
Lakeland's playing a lot of off man, and Sandpoint's just looking to hit them before they actually get into the coverage. There's a lot of delay in that.
Blitz couldn't reach as Pettit slings it over the left side to Max Frank, and he's going to get it brought down at the 15, maybe the 14-yard line, so a gain of 6.
I don't know if he was reading that, but that ball was in the stomach of Garrett Cox, and then he pulls it out and throws a screen backside. If you can read that in high school football, that is really hard to stop. That makes it so difficult on the backside overhang outside linebacker to get back to that boundary. Oh.
So 2nd down and 4 yards to go, 1:25 left here in the half. Snap, handoff, Cox right up the middle. He's going to pick up 5, 10, inside the goal line, down to the goal line.
Rolled over a body and in.
Touchdown, Sandpoint. 14 yards in the touchdown for Garrett Cox. There he is.
Yeah, once he got past that second level and
he's
not
hanging
washed, he hit that cutback, and there was no getting him until he got to the goal line there.
Hanging that right arm a little bit, but we'll see what's going on there. Nice run there. So 23-7 is the score, waiting the point after. Snap, kick is up, and knocks it through. And it's good. So 24-7, Sandpoint back on top. And we're going to take a quick 30-second break here on IdahoSports.com.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
And we're back here at Sandpoint, the shores of Lake Pend Oreille. Sandpoint just extended their lead, I should say, 24-7. 1:08 left here in the first half of play. Score update for you. With that Coeur d'Alene up
17-0 on Lewiston. Post Falls up 14-0 over Lake City.
We might be looking at a Kansas City tiebreaker on Monday to decide the IEL 5A crown. As the kickoff is up and booted away. And this one actually might be fielded. It's going to just hit past the goal line.
Lucas Williams is back there just in case that one.
Going to lay it up with the angle wedge and see if he can get it inside. He wasn't able to get the fall inside the goal line. He got a touchback. So
say the turf here is a little bit different than any turf you'll find anywhere else. It's got cork actually in the turf, so it makes that ball bounce a little bit different. Maybe looking for that little drawback.
Makes it more
kickoff.
Pleasant to sit on for the concert. I know there was a huge discussion about that when this was put in. So Sutko going to be back in the pistol for the Lakeland Hawks. Ball at the 20-yard line. Snap back, pass over the left side, finds Waddington. He's going to pick up 12, 13 yards and get the first down. Extra effort, had the defender under him. It's almost 15. Excellent second effort by Alden Waddington. We're down to 55 seconds left here in the first half of play. So getting things set up and ready to go. They're trying to get the speed offense going. No huddle. They're going to get a flag on the play, maybe a timeout.
Yeah.
I think Kiefer took a timeout there. No? What do we got? Who took the timeout? Who stopped the clock? There's no penalty flag and there's no timeout. What's going on?
I thought it was going to be false start.
They're trying to discuss it. We'll see. There was no flag thrown. Inadvertent whistle. Inadvertent whistle. That's what we've got. So get up to the line. Let's get ready to snap this one because the clock's going to start here on the referee's whistle.
I think Coach Kiefer was in the ear. The headlines went over there and just kind of spooked him a little bit.
Got the fear timeout call. There's the clock starting. They had the clock wrong, so 56 was put back on. So snap goes back. Quick pass over the left side out of bounds to Waddington. Gain of 6.
They're going to have to push the ball down the field a little bit here.
Yep. They're going to have to take a couple shots here. I don't know. You put.
Let's see what they go with here.
You got the speedster. You got all the speedsters out there. You got Calder. They go down the scene. double post, maybe hit the seam route, maybe a fade on the outside. We'll see what they got. Suko waiting for the play. He's going to drop back to pass. Excellent blocking by the offensive loss midfield with 35 seconds, and you've still got 2 timeouts. So some chances to take some shots here for the Hawks. Maybe try to cut it in half.
Yeah, you got to get some. I know that wheel route, if he would have thrown that a little underneath, that would have been there, but we'll see.
You've always got Cornish on a drop play. You never know. If they're going to be playing off, I don't know. They looks like they're playing man up. Maybe a cover one over the top. So Suko in the shotgun, heels on the 50-yard line. Snap.
Looks for Alden Waddington here again. A little curl route, a little high ball.
Finds Waddington. He pulls it down inside the 30, down to the 26. Huge gain there on first down after the penalty. It was a gain of 19.
18 yards, yeah.
So huge gain, 24 seconds, and you still got 2 timeouts in your hip pocket. You're almost in field goal range, but you want the touchdown here before half. I don't know what we got going on, but officials. Why was the clock started there on the first down? I don't know what happened there. We'll see. Kiefer's heated about something, but when isn't he? We can say that because we know it.
You know what? When
we both worked with him. So
when he gets that fired up, he's usually right.
Yeah, he knows he is.
That's the thing.
Yep, there they go. They put 24 back on the clock. So
Kiefer knows what he's doing.
They started the clock before the official even put it in play. So 25, 6, 7, 28. Sounds about right. There was 38 on the clock before that last play. So
here we go. Find it.
Clock winds and starts. First down at 10 from the 28. Pass over the left sideline and off the hands of Waddington, incomplete, but that'll stop the clock. So second down at 10, 21 seconds left. Lakeland driving. Man, this miss, it just reminds me of the west side. It's like we're over in the Seattle area.
At least we're covered.
That's true.
We do have a little breeze coming from behind us. It's kind of.
At least we're covered one, and at least they got rid of the old hanging press box that they used to have here. And that thing was an absolute nightmare. It was cool because you could yell at your player if he's playing on the field corner. Suko drops back, has a receiver on the slot.
Just a little high. Missed Richie Thomas a little high on the post.
Thomas high on that post route and just missed him. So bring up third down, 16 seconds left. They haven't had to use a timeout yet. They do have 1 timeout left. So you're going to get 1, maybe 2 shots at the end zone here. Maybe you try for the first down. I don't know. Cut it in half at least. Try to get to the 15. Then give yourself a jump ball. They might go Waddington here. They do. Waddington stop right on the outside. He's going to pick up the first down out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Gain of
about 12
or 13 yards. 10 seconds left. So that gets you within striking distance and maybe a fade route, jump ball to Waddington. You might be able to find the post route from the outside. You might be able to get maybe a wheel route from Williams. Who knows? Let's see what the call here is. You might have a timeout.
Looks like
you might get 2 plays here. If you got the timeout in your hip pocket, you could keep it in bounds and call the timeout.
Sandpoint was just trying to get an explanation on something there. So
he got out of bounds, got the first, so the clock should not start.
Trying to put
11 seconds.
11 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah. Quick trigger finger on the clock operator. So Suko gets the snap. He's looking left side. He's going to roll back to his right. Too much time. They're wasting. He's got to get rid of it. He's looking the back corner of the end zone.
He had Richie earlier, but just a little bit late.
Threw it out. So 3 seconds to be the last play of the first half coming up. And the field goal team's coming out. I think they're going to try to take the points here. Cut it back to 14 at the break. So field goal attempt coming up. A left-footed kicker from the left hash. That's an interesting spot. So heavy rush coming from the right side. We got a timeout. Maybe thinking about it. Maybe putting the offense back on the field. You never know.
Maybe trying to ice your own kicker, Ryan. I think that might have been part of it. No.
Never see it coming.
I think Coach Anderson, the special teams coach for Lakeland, probably just wants to make sure everything's set with up front.
Fake.
They actually just switched somebody out.
Yeah, they put Calder in. Or no, they put Cornish in. Maybe they're trying to run a fake here. I don't know.
Well,
you got your backup quarterback as the holder.
I wouldn't put him against him at this point. Down 17.
League opponent. You never know. Stranger things have happened.
But you don't get it. This is the play.
Your backup quarterback is your holder.
That is the middle linebacker. Mason is no
former
longer a
quarterback.
quarterback.
Yeah, the middle linebacker, former quarterback that may be able to throw a pass. You never
Backup
know.
quarterback's Kason Lautzenheiser.
Oh, that's right. So field goal attempt coming up on the way for the Hawks.
Forsman from his left hash. We'll see. This is going to be a hard kick.
That's an interesting
Good
angle.
snap. Good hold.
He's going to
Just
drive it.
pooches it over.
Dings
it.
Off the crossbar and in.
What a kick.
And that's going to be the end of the first half of play. Lakeland Hawks get the field goal from Forsman as time expires in the first half. And 24-10, Sandpoint's got the lead. We're going to take about a 4-minute break. We'll be right back here from Sandpoint here on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
And we are back at halftime. Sandpoint has a lead 24-10 over the Lakeland Hawks. And spirited effort by Lakeland on defense, I would say, in that first half. Only the reason being is that they had held Sandpoint to a field goal. This one could be really ugly, really fast. But Lakeland getting a little bit of offense going there to close the first half of play. They got down and got the field goal. Off the crossbar and in. I don't know if he called it or not, but those rules need to apply, I think. But Lakeland will take the points. They're down down to Sandpoint right now, 24-10, down 14. But at least pushing it back to a 2-possession game. So Lakeland will get the ball to start things off as well. So here in the second half of play. After halftime, but you got some stats for us. I think you're working up right now.
Yeah,
so
no, we're good.
If you're good, you want to throw them at us?
I would start off with Parker Pettit. I mean, absolute terror on the ground. 10 carries, 112 yards. 10 carries. 10, that's it.
12.1 yards per carry.
It's 11.2, but math.
Okay.
Math, right.
Well, 11.2. Well, you said 112 or 121?
112.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You're good.
My Dexia kicking in.
2 touchdowns, though, as well. 2 touchdowns. One's 43-yard touchdown, and then the 7-yard touchdown that he had to kick things off right there early.
Yeah.
Garrett Cox, though, 13 carries, 36 yards.
I mean, you're holding Garrett Cox, who's one of the leading rushers in 4A in the state of Idaho. You're holding him under 50 yards rushing in the first half. You're doing something right, but Parker Pettit, man, has been able to shoulder the load.
Yeah.
Here in the first half.
63 yards in the air as well. A couple drop balls, 1 touchdown pass he should have had down here in the corner to Max Frank that hit him in the chest. But 6 of 11 for 63 yards for Parker Pettit. That's not too bad of a first half. He's
pretty
got
efficient. Yeah,
174 yards of offense for him in just 175 yards of offense in just the first half.
And no turnovers. I mean, Sandpoint did get the 1 touchdown off of the Lakeland turnover in the first half too. So, I mean, this really could be a 7-point ball game.
Yeah. And Lakeland kind of got away from John Cornish. They had something going on the ground there, and I know time in the first half kind of put some stuff to that. But Lakeland only had 1 drive in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Kind of slowed things down for them. Kind of forced them to go to the passing game, which I know they weren't wanting to do unless they had some one-on-one situations. And, when you got 55
tempo,
seconds.
I mean, that tempo of offense got them down the field in a hurry.
Yes.
I mean, the penalty certainly helped.
Penalty helps.
The personal foul going out of bounds. But, I mean, you get a chance to move the ball like that against a stout Sandpoint defense. I mean, you got to take some confidence in with you. You know that you can move the ball. Sandpoint looks at that and they're like, hey, we got to stop 22, and what else do they have? I mean, Cornish had the 80-yard run where he popped off like a missile.
And that's the last time we saw him touch the ball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he had 6 carries for 95 yards, and that 80-yard carry was most of those yardage. But, I mean, he's had some tough runs. But that's the last time we saw him carry the ball. They turned things over to Alden White, and like you said, had to go to the passing game. But Alden came in, 5 catches, 51 yards there on that. I think it was just that 1 drive.
Yeah, most of that was on that 1 drive.
Yeah.
He had 1 earlier. He had the 1 catch.
4 of those catches for,
I think, about 6-yard reception
4 yards
earlier.
earlier.
Yeah, so the rest of that was down that 1 drive. So you got some. How many rushing yards does Suko have? Because he's had a couple decent carries as well.
So Dev's only had 2 carries.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they were both decent carries.
As far as
if I remember.
As far as my stat, I think I actually marked one down wrong here. He did have an 8-yard carry and a 15-yard carry. So he's right at about 20 yards, 25 yards carry rushing. But I know that's something that Coach Etchison, the offensive coordinator for Lakeland, wanted to set the tone with, was that ground game, the RPO with Suko and Cornish, and they've kind of halted Devin on what he can do on the ground, but feeding Cornish, getting him those balls. He's had some tough carries, like I said. But
get Thomas Calder going a little bit. I think Calder needs to get back in the mix too. I don't know where he kind of disappeared a little bit there in the first half.
Yeah, he had that 1 carry, that fly sweep that started the second quarter. That didn't get him anything, and then they threw him that wheel route where McCorkle had the personal foul out of bounds.
Yeah.
Other than that, he hasn't had any touch. We've seen him, a few times on defense making some plays, but he's only had that 1 touch. So that'd be something to focus on, is getting him another touch. Richie Thomas as well. He's got 2 catches. The one on the screen went for negative yardage, but that first catch that went for 17 to start the game.
Yeah, on the slant to start the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like Lakeland has been stagnant per se. I mean, they had a couple drives stall out and had to punt a couple times, but I mean, they've been able to move the ball for the most part. They just have to be able to put together the drive and finish it. I mean, that 1 turnover we were talking about, that was their most promising drive. I mean, they had come up the field pretty quickly, only to snap it, below Suko's knees.
Yeah, bad snap.
Yeah,
we saw Sandpoint had the same thing, but they kind of turned things over. That was a bad situation for Lakeland to have that snap go by at that time.
Yeah, so we're at halftime. Sandpoint's up 24-10. And we're going to take a quick 1-minute break. We'll be back here to start things off for the second half of play right here on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
And we are back here in Sandpoint High School, about ready to get things started here for the second half of play as we end halftime. Both teams out on the field stretching, getting their warm-ups in before we get things kicked off and started. Lakeland's going to get the ball back to start the second half of play. And what's been we talked about it at halftime, an interesting ball game. Parker Pettit absolutely took over for the Bulldogs on offense. See what kind of adjustments Coach Milks and Coach Anderson are able to make on the defensive side of the ball, maybe put a spy on Pettit. They've been doing a decent job in coverage. They've been there. It's just being able to take away that scramble from Pettit, where he's just been able to have open lanes like the Red Sea parting up the middle of the field. That's really what's been hurting the Hawks the most on defense.
You talked about taking those slants and angles on the defensive line. I'm watching Coach Milks and Coach Franks talking about their adjustments with the blocking up front schemes by Sandpoint's O-line. And they've made some adjustments up front. Those are two smart minds on the defensive side of the ball. I think they'll get things figured out, but now it's just what does the offense have? That was kind of a question mark coming into the season for Lakeland.
Yeah.
With the young offensive line, can they put up the points? And
they
answered
part,
that at
yeah.
times. They've answered that at times, but those weren't to a team like Sandpoint. Not to take anything from Timberlake, who's looked good at times, and West Valley and Moscow, who's had their moments, but to do it against a consistent team like Sandpoint's another level of football. So we'll see if
Sandpoint,
they can kick it up.
If they were up a classification, clinched the IEL 5A 2 weeks ago. So they beat Post Falls. They beat they lost to Coeur d'Alene, but they beat Lake City. They would have been contending for that 5A title.
They would be in that Kansas City four-way Kansas City.
They beat Lewiston too, so they would be clinched. They'd at least have the 2 seed. But Sandpoint's got bigger things in mind for the 4A. They're a favorite, I would say, by many for the state title. So we'll see. If they can get Steiger back and Will Hurst back, you never know. I don't know what the extent of Steiger's knee injury is. He's in a brace. It doesn't look good, but Will Hurst is on the sideline as well. Hopefully he's back soon, number 81. So interesting second half of play here. If you're gonna have to take some shots on them too. If you're without one of your better corners in Hurst, you're gonna be able to have to take a shot with somebody down the sideline or maybe up the middle of the field if they're moving they're shading to the trip side, and then at the end you started to notice they started to shade to Waddington, which left the middle of the field wide open. So we'll see. But they've been putting Waddington one-on-one.
Richie Thomas and Thomas Calder out there and get some concepts working on that other opposite side of the field. But I think it's huge for Lakeland to come out here and have some spark behind them. One thing I always look for is the energy after halftime.
Yeah.
Sandpoint just comes out in the middle of the field, does their little rally chant. Lakeland had the nice little stretch down the goal line, and then kind of walked off to the sideline. So we'll see how much
maybe
that
relaxed
blood
is better. I don't know.
Blood is flowing for Lakeland.
Kind of an interesting formation here for Sandpoint, though, but Bunch, I don't know, maybe will they try to sneak a onside? You never know with that 14-point lead. So they're going to line up to kick, and the boot's up, and
he'll just aim for the fire truck again, right?
Takes out the driver, tees it high, and lets it fly. Puts it through the end zone. And so we're going to start first down to 10 for the 20-yard line for the Lakeland Hawks.
Devin Suko in this offense. We'll see if they stick to that ground game like Coach Etch talked about, that they wanted to get some one-on-one situations, force them to get back in the box.
Hit Cornish on a stretch play, maybe, I don't know, get him a seam and go.
Like you said, Will Hurst is out. Their stud D lineman for Sandpoint. Cody Steiger, one of the top DBs in the league, out for Sandpoint as well. So there are some opportunities for Lakeland here.
I don't even know if Cox is in right now. Snap, handoff, goes across speed off, or kind of a fly sweep look to Calder. He's going to get knocked out of bounds, gets a gain of about 6 or 7 yards on first down. So Lakeland starts with a nice game there on first.
There's a touch we talked about there at halftime, getting Thomas Calder a few touches. He only had 1 in the first half like we talked about.
Yeah, Garrett Cox is not in the game on defense for Sandpoint either. So second down, long 3.
Yeah, we saw Garrett holding his arm on the.
Yeah, right there at the end of the first half. Nice run there by Cornish. Goes through one tackle, through another, and he gets brought down. That almost looked like a face mask, but we'll see. I don't know how somebody gets flipped like that without there being a face mask involved. But a first down rush by Cornish there, so nice carry for him. Gain of 7, pick up the first down. Get him moving. He's kind of wiggling his head and neck around a little bit. I think he did get grabbed around the helmet there and got whipped around.
Maybe missed the face mask, but there was definitely a hand up around the helmet.
Ooh, he had a bulldog that was in the neutral zone, got back across. Snap goes back. Quick little swing route. Dangerous bubble screen out there. And another tackle around the head.
Oh, loss of 4 that time, though.
Yeah. They're going to give him a loss of 2. Hitting Calder on the bubble screen. Not fooling anybody there unless they're trying to set up the deep ball off of that, which isn't a bad idea.
It's a second long.
McCorkle was just absolutely blasted up towards the line of scrimmage, chasing that one down.
Maybe a screen up, little motion.
Cornish in motion again. Screen
to Waddington.
Waddington on the backside goes through one tackle. And nice gain there. Gets the loss back plus another couple yards, so he's going to get a gain of 7. So bring up third down and 6. Third down and 4. A long 4, short 5. So Suko in the pistol, Cornish behind him. Snap goes back, handoff Cornish. He's going to stiff arm one defender across the 40. Oh, knocked down to the 45. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down, but he's just absolutely planted a defender right on his seat.
What a stiff arm. That's effort.
He's not a big guy, and he just absolutely put that kid on his wallet. So fourth down and 2. Ball at the 44-yard line.
So it could have been a loss of 1, maybe a no gain. Cornish gets a tough 2.
Yeah, so risky play here. I mean, fourth down is short, and we're going to have a timeout by Sandpoint. Interesting look. I hadn't seen Lakeland come out with that yet. They kind of overloaded on that right side with an up back.
They brought the middle linebacker, Connor Moore, in to be kind of like a fullback type. He's a lead blocker. He's a pin your ears back and go hit him in the mouth.
They wanted that outside edge. They're running to the side where Garrett Cox was absent from.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what they were trying to do. We'll see if the senior comes back in on defense on this drive. The temperature has noticeably dropped. Let's put it that way. We're not far off from seeing snow right now.
I just put my beanie and hoodie on about 5 minutes ago, so it's getting chilly. Score update here really quick as we come into 4th and 2. Coeur d'Alene leads 31-0.
Oof.
So that one.
So we're looking at Kansas City tiebreaker possibly depending on if Lake City can pull off a miracle. So 4th and 2. Pistol formation, got the up back to the right side. Cornish in the backfield as well, maybe trying to draw Sandpoint across on a false start, but they couldn't get him across into the neutral zone. So
they're going to throw the ball here.
They're going to chuck it. They're going to go
They're
bubble
going to
screen.
throw the slant to Alden Waddington.
Waddington had it and dropped the ball. He had it if he just hold on and dropped it. That was a great play call.
Gutsy call. Good throw by Devin Suko right in the stomach, but the defender just punched it out.
I don't know if Waddington came to the ground with that ball, but just the motion carrying through the play knocked it free, and they're going to say incomplete pass and turnover on downs. So Sandpoint's got excellent field position now. Ball at the Lakeland 44-yard line to start things off.
Dang. A big opportunity there for Lakeland.
Yeah, that was. And that was a good look.
Call.
I mean, Gussie called, and you would have had Waddington on a 15-yard gain.
That's a great call. They had their one-on-one opportunity. That's what they wanted. Waddington on the other side of the field where he doesn't usually line up. That Z position. He's usually the X to the left.
So Pettit gets the snap. He's going to keep it right up the middle. And he's going to pick up 5 on first down. Going straight ahead. Ball at the 39. Lutz on the tackle. So Pettit in the shotgun. He's got Cox in the backfield with him. Drops back. He's going to throw the screen over here to the near side to Newhart. He goes through one defender across the 30, drags the defender with him down to the 28-yard line.
John Cornish had an opportunity there to make a tackle for about a gain of 1, but Cody just
turns that into a 10.5-yard gain, 11-yard gain, and the first down. So first down, across the 30-yard line, ball on the 28-yard line. Pettit in the shotgun.
2x2 balance formation. They've been running a lot of 3x1. See if they do something a little bit different here.
They got Vandenberg in the tight slot to the left.
Look for him to come down here to Cody Newhart on this mismatch I've been talking about.
He's going to
puts it over the head out of bounds.
Yeah, tried to look for Vandenberg on the out route and threw it over his head out of bounds, so incomplete. Brings up second down at 10. I mean, neither team has really gotten cute on offense and really tried to do any trick plays or anything like that, but
I think Lakeland might have to come out this next drive and put something in the playbook, pull something out that they haven't quite done yet. I know they've got some stuff in there, but we'll see.
Trips to the right. So you got trips to the right for the Bulldogs. And the pistol is Pettit at quarterback. He's going to pass. Finds Vandenberg in the slot. And he's going to drive down across the 18-yard line and fit first down. Gain of 11 down to 17 officially. And just like that, I mean, Sandpoint passing the ball efficiently. What we expected was a running game. They couldn't get Garrett Cox going so far in this ball game, but it hasn't mattered. Pettit has just been having his way offensively.
I think maybe just give Garrett Cox a little break here. He's, as we've seen, he's kind of dinged up that shoulder. I don't know what's going on, but
he had 27 carries against Coeur d'Alene, so
that might be a little overhang from that as well. But
well, that was the week 2, and he's been shouldering that load all year.
Just all year, yeah.
So Pettit on the keeper across the left side. He's got Waddington dragging his jersey and gains a yard. Tackle by Alden Waddington.
Back to that last play, I noticed Lakeland's been playing a lot of off zone, off man.
Yeah.
Sandpoint's been able to run a lot of curls, hitches, settle into that zone. It's just open windows, find an open window and get it to him. Puts it on his chest. Parker Pettit's been doing a nice job in the passing game tonight.
Yeah. So you got Vandenberg in the tight slot to the left. Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers out wide to the right. Might look for the bubble screen here. Nope, keep it right up the middle. And dodges one tackler, stops at 5. Headed towards the end zone, down to the 1. Just outside of the 1-yard line. Big gain there on second down.
Cody Morris able to trip him up.
So gain of 14 on the carry. And knocking on the door of the Bulldogs right at the 1-yard line. Maybe 1.5.
A little heavy set. Ariel coming to the slot. Tight end.
Snap goes back.
I'll give it to Cox.
Cox is going to go towards the goal line, and he gets across and in for the touchdown. Sandpoint. And they've hit 30 on the board now. Waiting the PAT.
Just straight ahead.
Just the 1 yard plunge.
It's just the size for Sandpoint up front. Bigger, stronger compared to the speed of Lakeland. Their slants and angles of that defensive line.
So ever since Cox's 14-yard touchdown run, he's been dragging that right arm.
That was his only touch this half. So we'll see if he's kind of taken out of the game plan. I mean, at this point, you're up 21.
Kick is up and good. So, yeah, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back here from Sandpoint here on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
And we are back here. Sandpoint just extended their lead 31-10 over the visiting Lakeland Hawks. And some score updates from around the state. Highland of Pocatello up on Idaho Falls 38-21. A big one down in Boise that has playoff implications in the 5A. Capital up big on Timberline 42-7. Both those teams looking for a at-large bid. And Rigby up on Madison 28-21 in the fourth quarter. So we're ready to kick things off. Deep kick. This one might be good.
Doinked it. He almost
doinked it off the crossbar. This kick goes deep through the end zone. Wow. Eagle up big on Kuna 34-7 at half. Boise over Owyhee 21-3. Mountain View up big on Rocky 26-6. That's an interesting score down in Southern Idaho. That's what we've got so far in the 5A ranks. As Suko and company going to start at the 20-yard line. What else is new? Everything's been in through the end zone. Handoff. Going to reverse pivot. Keeper by Suko. He's across the 24-yard line, knocked out of bounds. Gain of 4.
First time we've seen that little reverse pivot bootleg they run tonight. Devon's had some good plays off of that this year.
Minico up on Twin 20-19. 1-point ball game there in the fourth quarter. Sugar Salem up on Mountain Home 24-0. Bishop Kelly up on Ridgeview 18-0. Well, that was an early score. Haven't had an update from that one yet. Skyline over Shelley 14-6. All these have huge implications for the Max Preps ratings. Snake River up on Preston 8-7 at half. Snap goes back. Suko's got it.
Devin will pull it down.
He's going to pull it down and get tackled right around the head by Wes Benefield. Short gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
So 3rd and 3 here.
So 3rd down and 3. Suko in the pistol. We'll see what they get here. They might try to run a quick hitch. They've got some space there on the outside. I don't know, but maybe run it to the sticks.
They're going to throw the ball here. They're looking a quick side to little hitched.
That might have been a shade early, but they try to hit Calder on the hitch, and he gets absolutely plastered by number 44. Hughes, yeah. Hughes lights him up.
Calder had it. He ran a 5-yard hitch inside slot, had the leverage on the DB, and Devin just put the ball inside.
Put it a little too far out of reach and let the linebacker get to that ball and run through it instead of having to run through the offensive player. But
I'll see if Lakeland comes out with a fake here. This will be interesting.
As Waddington's back to punt. It would be gutsy.
Watch him just sprint out to this side. We'll see if this
snap back. He's going to kick it away.
He caught that ball flat.
Flat off his foot and shanked it out of bounds.
About the 45.
And they're going to spot a 40. Yeah, he's going to get a 45-yard line. Good field position again for the Bulldogs. Not what Lakeland wants.
An 18-yard punt.
18-yard punt. It's going to be 5:24 left here in the third quarter. A rough one. We're going to thank some of our sponsors and show some love and pay some bills. I want to thank Northland Strength. Has options for every athlete, no matter if they're new to sports or if they're preparing to play in college. Training is often viewed as lifting weights. That simply isn't true. There's a lot more to a great training program. Northland Strength defines training as preparing mentally and physically for a goal. We'll continue that out as soon as we got Parker Pettit in the shotgun as they're trying to get players out on the field. Leslie Kuhn comes in. They're going to shift into the wing T. Pettit under center now. He's going to fake crisscross there, hand off to Max Frank, and he's going to pick up 1. If I've seen that play once, I've seen that play 1,000 times.
3 yards and a cloud of dust.
And the Timberlake special there on the crisscross.
Yeah.
Old Coach Albie. So Pettit in the pistol. He's going to get the snap. He's going to pass over here to the near side. Got Max Frank on the hitch. He's going to get across the 35.
Fights for extra yardage and gets the first down.
Excellent
What a
job
great
on
job.
The second effort by Max Frank, the sophomore.
9-yard catch. That was a great job.
Northland Strength, you can find them at www.northlandstrength.com or Instagram and Facebook at Northland Strength. Strong, confident, and capable Northland Strength. I want to thank them for being a sponsor of ours. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. 4:44 left here in the third quarter. Trips receivers to the right. And he got a ton of space out there. You could run a quick hitch and pick up probably 8 yards.
Well, play
Pettit
action.
drops
Pettit
back.
pulls it down.
He pulls it down. He's going to scramble to the left side. He's got room. He's going to run across the 20 and out of bounds. And a gain of 14 on the play. 15 yards. Yeah, 15-yard gain.
Like I said earlier, when option 1's not there, pull it down and go. Parker does a great job with his eyes, seeing the field, and then just pulling that down.
He was a little more timid with that in the beginning of the season, too.
He's calmed down. He's calmed down a lot.
Yeah, he kind of had happy feet. He took some sacks and threw some interceptions at the beginning of the year.
A lot of that just comes with time, just being back there as a quarterback and taking those hits, seeing the different defenses.
Wing T, handoff, Cox dodges one defender over the right side, across the 10, 5, knocked down inside the 2. First down and goal for the Bulldogs.
17-yard gain. That was a nice bounce. He hit that hole in about the V gap and then bounced it outside.
Man, put his foot in the ground and just put his foot on the skinny pedal and try to head on out to the outside.
There's now 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and that's Garrett's second carry of the second half. So I wonder if he is having some shoulder issues, but that one looked a lot better.
Yeah. So back into the wing T look. Handoff, turn around inside. Cox swarmed under, and he's going to hit the ground. No gain on the play. So
great job by the Lakeland defense, just severing that O-line. Connor Moore, Alden Waddington.
No pulls, no drives, just take them out. So we go low and log roll.
Yeah.
Second down.
So back under center is Pettit. Second down and goal. He's going to hand it off again. Cox goes through another defender and into the end zone. Touchdown, standing up, Garrett Cox.
His second TD of the half.
And Sandpoint is flexing some muscle here. They go up by 27 with time to play. We talked about the 15-point mark being the beauty score. They've well exceeded that one. So the extra point attempt up and waiting. It's up
dribbler
and
back.
blocked. And no, nice tip there inside, number 12 for the Lakeland.
Jackson Lutz. Snap was rolled on the ground. I think it bounced twice. Rolled to the snapper, and it's a low kick.
Low kick and blocked.
Jacob Gove's having a good night kicking the ball.
Right.
That's got to be frustrating
I'm sure
there.
the basketball coach was taking notes on that one. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, they're going to get some inside presence this year in basketball. But Sandpoint keeps that 37-10 lead. 3:19 left here in the first half of play. I want to thank another one of our sponsors, Northwest Paint and Body. Check out Northwest Paint and Body for best auto body services around, including collision repair and framework. Call Northwest Paint and Body at 208-664-6635 to schedule an appointment. For more information, go to Northwest Paint and Body postfalls.com. Northwest Paint and Body, proud supporters of North Idaho Athletics. Good luck tonight, gentlemen, and good luck in the playoffs.
We might have a return on a kickoff here, Ryan. We've got Lasse Kunin to kick off. We'll see if he can try to get Jacob Gove.
As Williams has got his heels on the goal line.
Lucas Williams back there already deep. There's not another player for almost 25 yards. So.
I don't know. They may be trying to kick into the hole over here on the 30 and see if they can get a return on it. I don't know.
I don't know that I've seen Lasse kick, so we'll see how far.
He kicked to start the year, if I'm not mistaken. So
he does just the same.
It's like whatever you can do, I can do better. As he boots it into
those
the end
two,
zone.
Yeah, two kickers. Good for them.
I'll just say that ain't fair.
Good for them. There's some kickers in this area. I know
there's soccer teams playing at state right now, so I mean,
there's some younger. I know there's a couple freshman kids in the Spokane area, Newport area that are got some legs on them. But Mount Spokane's got a 5-star kicker that's headed to Texas A&M. That's big time stud for them over there. So kicking up here's been pretty nice.
Had the Ricos. They had that long
Ricos.
The Ricos
He's currently
from
at
Central
BYU.
Yeah.
His brother played for the Jets for a while.
Yeah. The former Idaho Vandal. So
yeah.
Snap goes back. Suko handoff. Cornish inside. Threw one.
Turf
slipped.
Monster got him.
The Turf Monster got him. Sniper. So he gets the 5.5-yard carry on first down. Probably could have been 80 to the house again. And that was one cut. He would have been gone. So 2nd and 5. I'd run that play again.
Now we'll see if they come right back to it.
Got some.
Well, they're gonna
some backup defenders in for the Bulldogs now. So Suko's going to drop back. He's going to throw.
Slant and go to Alden.
Waddington's
Good
got
ball.
McCorkle on him. Good ball. Had it off his shoulder.
Ball.
Good coverage by
Good
McCorkle
coverage.
too. Falls incomplete. So 3rd down and 4.5. Good coverage by McCorkle, former All-League player as well. So we will have playoff football for you next week. We don't know where yet, but we will have likely have the Kansas City tiebreaker as well in one of the divisions. As Suko drops back to pass, gets it over across to Waddington. He had the line to gain. I don't know if they're going to give him forward progress or not.
That's going to be a close one.
I mean, he was across the 30 when he caught that, but they're going to spot him.
Right up.
They gave it to him. First down.
What a spot. What a spot.
Yeah. That was a generous spot.
Got a little love there.
got the bonus half yard. So first down, Lakeland. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Snap, handoff, Cornish inside. He's going to get dropped.
Right tackle, Taylor Winkelcotter got undercut on that slant and missed that D end. That was a good job. Number 3 for Sandpoint.
He's come in and put in some.
That's Blake Sherrill.
Blake Sherrill has come in and he's actually. He's played some big games this year. He's done some really good things out there on the field for the team. So Suko in the pistol.
Bunch
trips out to the right. Waddington out to the left by himself. Handoff, Cornish. He's trying to string it out, and
he got ahead of his blocker. Nice
still on his feet.
Wes Benefield comes right back and finishes though.
The most impressive -1 yard gain I've ever seen.
Man, I could sit here and watch 22 play against 22 all night. John Cornish and Wes Benefield are 2 absolute ballers in this area. Those 2 studs. It's nice to watch them battle.
Yeah, they go hard. As it's going to be 3rd down and 11 now. So maybe see if they take a shot here. I don't know. Snap goes back. Drop back. Suko goes out to the right side.
Richie high.
And throws it high. And incomplete. He had McCorkle on him. I mean, you had the matchup you wanted. You had Waddington on the 5'8" corner out there on the opposite side. He didn't go out to the left. He came back to the boundary over here.
That's a boundary side call where they call that comeback. So let it take that shorter throw. That's a long throw to go all the way opposite sideline.
So ball spotted in the middle of the field. McCorkle back to receive the punt.
That's 4 incompletions in a row now for Devin Suko. That's frustrating for him.
Snap back. Kick is up. Better kick this time, but still kind of
Not
kicked it
much.
Flat. And it's going to
It's
hit
gonna
and
bounce
roll
back.
backwards, gets the draw on it. And
23 yards that time.
kicks
instead,
it out
so
of bounds at the 47-yard line of Lakeland. So, I mean, a better punt, but that's relative because the last punt was 18. So, rough night kicking for in special teams for the Hawks. So they gave up the 80-yard return to start the game.
Which is too bad because Waddington's had some nice punts this year.
Yeah. I mean, cold football.
Yeah. Wet,
Some
heavy football maybe. So it's, I mean, not trying to make excuses. I know he looks frustrated over there on the sideline, but give him a break on defense, see if he can recompose himself. And they got to make a play, though. There's under a minute now in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Down 27.
Pettit back in on offense. He's going to be in the pistol. He's got new running back in behind him. Going to get a number on the carry. A nice run there on first down. Is that number 18 on the carry?
Cody Brewster.
Nice carry there for the youngster. Gain of 6 on first down. Sorry, but if I was a coach, I always like nicknames for kids. Punky,
yeah. Not the biggest kid on the field.
No, man, he's hard.
There we go.
Homage to the 80s. Pass over here to the near side. Max Frank on the catch. Man, that's sophomore. He goes hard, man. Gets the hard yards, pick up 6, and gets the first down. We've seen him make some great catches this year.
That's his third catch of the second half.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter of play. We're going to take a quick break. Sandpoint up 37-10 over the Lakeland Hawks. We'll be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
And we're back here at Sandpoint. Start of the fourth quarter play. Sandpoint up 37-10 over the Lakeland Hawks. Trying to keep a stranglehold for another year on that IEL 4A crown. Sandpoint's been a thorn in the side of the Lakeland Hawks throughout the last 5-6 years.
They're building something up here. There's a program. I know their youth programs are definitely getting a lot of work.
Bringing in Thielbar definitely changed things, and Coach Knowles.
The atmosphere is different.
New stadium. Handoff goes to Brewster, right side. A lot of room. Across the 40. Drugged down from behind by Cornish. Gain of 4. Maybe 3. Gain of 3 on the play. That was a long 3.
We've had a lot of those stretch out plays that have gone for a long 3 yards, a long 2 yards.
Run about 40 yards to pick up 2.
Yeah. John Cornish sees a lot of that.
Sandpoint waiting for the play call off the sideline. Maybe it's like the last series of the game. We see Pettit. You don't know. Snap goes back, handoff Brewster inside. He's met by a couple defenders and swarmed under and loss of 4 on the play. Nice.
Great job. Eric Brisk on the tackle.
Brisk and met with, and Cornish obviously back there as well.
Good job. Elijah Sent, too, number 30, middle linebacker.
So 10 minutes and 55 seconds left in the ball game. Sandpoint just trying to run the clock here. Might see a pass play here. Maybe a draw. Pettit in the gun. Gets a snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Nice rush, but pulls it down. He's going to run. He's across the 35 down to the 32. Right at the sticks for the line to gain.
Yeah.
We'll got see. It. They give it to him?
Yep.
They gave him the first down. So first down, new set of downs for the Bulldogs. Is checking in as number 31. And that would be Owen Wimmer. That's the normal backup running back that I've seen.
I know Owen's had some good carries this year.
Back in under center is going to be Pettit. They're going to go nice wing T look, tight formation, or double wing. Crisscross look, pivots out of it, looks for the bootleg, pulls it down, and could have been a loss of 3, ended up being a gain of 2.
Carson Laborn, actually the left guard for Sandpoint, just buries his guy, just swallows him up in the backfield. But also he's
dude.
I mean, the left side of the Sandpoint line is just massive. I mean, they've got 2 studs. I mean, that definitely helps big time this running game with Parker and Garrett.
So back into the double wing with a kind of a trips look on that outside edge now. You do have an eligible. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull like a bootleg here.
Heavy.
And balls on the ground and turnover. Bad exchange. Tried to get it to Wimmer and held it out there and just let go. Thought Wimmer had it, and Lakeland falls on it.
Awkward exchange.
Brisk gets the fumble recovery, and so Lakeland finally starts on offense, not on the 20-yard line.
We'll give them the 30 this time.
They're on the 30. They get 10 extra yards this time. So 9:18 left here in the ball game. 37-10. Sandpoint up big. Suko in there, and I'm trying to see if they've replaced any of the defenders yet. Looks like we've got a backup safety in there.
2 backs, Thomas and Cornish in the backfield. They're going
pitch inside.
Double option.
That was a forward pass. That's a forward pass, and they did call that incomplete.
Calder got 8 up inside. They tried to do a shovel.
That was
gutsy call.
Gutsy call, but I'm glad that they ran it that way. That could have been ugly. So second 10. I've been seeing more college teams run that too, when they try to run that little inside motion where they try to go underneath the pressure and see if they can hit a seam. But
a lot of the time it's with that aggressive outside linebacker, aggressive DN. They're going to go pass here, sprint out. He's got Waddington wide, or Richie Thomas.
Unloads down the right sideline and did it just a step or two short.
Great throw. Richie Thomas turned his head around and stopped his momentum. He had his corner beat. There was nobody there.
Had him dead to rights. Just
great ball down to Suko.
Suko throws a dime down the sideline. Just Thomas couldn't get to it. So that'll bring up third down and 10. You've got Waddington out here by himself on a 5-7 corner. I mean, if I'm somebody, I'm taking a shot. Just saying. Suko's in the gun. Got Cornish in the backfield with him. He's going to drop back.
You're going smash concept. There's a hold and a push.
There's a hold and a push. No flag on the play. Interception by the Bulldogs and the tackle.
And Jack Zimmerman on the interception. There was a lot of hands, a pull and a shove there. Sandpoint's lucky they got away with one there.
No flag on it. But a turnover there is Sandpoint's going to get the ball back at the 40-yard line. I don't know if I saw there was obviously the contact, but I don't know if I saw the receiver breaking open. I don't know what he was seeing there on that.
Yeah, the ball was thrown. It was a smash concept with the hitch on the outside with that slot corner. And kind of hung him up inside. So either way, that ball
was way too inside to be on the corner pattern. But under center, Pettit's back in on offense. He's going to hand it off to Wimmer this time. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped on his seat, gain of 1. And there might be a hold on offense there. We got a Sandpoint player down. I believe that's their left tackle. Left guard. That's who we just talked about. That's Laborn, who's down for the Bulldogs.
Looks like they're going with an ankle, but we'll see. Hopefully he's...
I don't want to play doctor too much, but
he looks like he's in pain.
Yeah,
that's too bad. That's a big loss for their O-line, especially going over the next few weeks. That's big time.
So we're waiting on some score updates to load here from around the state of Idaho. Still not getting up. It's on the my internet's lagging right now.
Post Falls up 28-0 right now over Lake City. Coeur d'Alene 38-0 over Lewiston. 7:17 left in the third there.
As Laybourne is up to his feet, he's going to be helped over to the bench.
He's not putting much weight at all on that foot.
So Rigby trailing Madison 31-28. Minico is up on Twin 26-19.
Mullen St. Regis 52-26 over Kootenai.
They're going to finish the season with one loss heading into the playoffs. They are guaranteed their berth to state in the first round bye. Bonners Ferry was up early on Timberlake. I do not have the update on that one. That is a game of interest in this area because that could end up throwing a huge wrench in the 3A mix.
That might be where I'm at on Monday.
Pokey up big on Century. Highland defeated Idaho Falls 38-21. BK defeated Ridgeview 56-13. Here is a very interesting score for seeding purposes. Valley View defeated Emmett 8-7.
Ooh.
Emmett and Sandpoint were like 1 and 2 neck and neck in the top 3 there, kind of trading for that #1 seed going into state. That's a big loss.
Yeah, that's
for Emmett.
especially with those numbers too.
Big win for Valley View. That
Yeah.
might get them. That might punch their ticket in on an at-large bid. So, congratulations to them. Nampa absolutely drubs Caldwell 69-16. Sugar Salem blanks Mountain Home 45-0. Gooding drubs Kimberly 43-6. Weiser up big on Parma 44-6. A lot of crooked scores out there around the state.
I don't know
weekend.
how old this score is, but Max Preps has Timberlake Bonners Ferry 6-6 in the fourth quarter. This is updated
That's fresh.
11 minutes ago. So
that is fresh, man.
we will see.
We got a tie ball game
6-6.
in down the road down there in Spirit Lake, but we got tied out by Sandpoint here on the offensive side. I want to thank some of our sponsors, Knutson Chevrolet and Post Falls. They've been a long-time sponsor of ours, and we appreciate their time with us and their monetary investment in what we do. Knutson Chevrolet has been in the market. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned Chevrolet, you'll find it at Knutson Chevrolet in Post Falls. Browser selection online at www.knutson.com or visit their showroom at 1900 East Polston Avenue in Post Falls. Knutson Chevrolet, we're friends who've made friends since 1939. Serving all of North Idaho and proud sponsors of North Idaho Athletics. Find new roads at Knutson Chevrolet. So Sandpoint set up on offense. Pettit's going to be the pistol. Lakeland on defense. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line or 39-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Finally going to run a play here after their injury timeout. We got Brewster back in the backfield again. He's going to get the handoff right up the middle. Shot out of the gun. And down to the 35-yard line and tackled by the Hawks. I believe that's number 26, your middle linebacker.
Looks like number 50, Blake Hatcher on the carry, hanging on the D end.
Yeah. Yeah, they did get Hatcher. He's playing.
Hanging on for dear life there at the end.
Got the tackle, so he's in some spot duty. And being 3rd down and 5. Pettit's still in the ball game. He's going to hand off again. Brewster up the middle, swarmed under, and he put the ball on the ground. They say he was down first because Lakeland's got the football.
Another one, Blake Hatcher in there to make the play again.
He fumbled. I'm pretty sure he fumbled that ball, but we'll see. That ball was out on the way down. They're going to meet about it and see what happened, but no gain on the play if it stands. Fumble if it gets turned. They're going to say it was a fumble and turnover Lakeland ball. He did fumble it on the way down. So another turnover by the Bulldogs. Obviously, most of this is academic at this point. We're looking at 37-10 lead. Going to take a heck of a fourth quarter to close things out.
Crazier things have happened.
I remember Moscow in the Kiwi Dome last year.
My junior year of high school, I played at East Valley High School, and we played Shadle Park, our homecoming. They kicked 4 onside kicks in the second half and beat us. We were up 21 at halftime. Yeah, that was fun.
This Cornish goes over the right side through one defender, gain of about half a yard. Runs 35 yards for a half-yard gain.
Now I'm going to have nightmares about that tonight, Ryan. Thanks. Flashbacks
throw some lemon juice in that paper cut.
from 2002.
That was the same Shadle Park team that my team beat at Clarkston. We beat them by 50.
In 02?
Yeah.
Well, we were up 21.5. I only had 2 drives in the second half.
It may have been 40. As Suko keeps it over the right side. He gets a nice little gain there. Picks up maybe 3-4 yards. See where they spot him out of bounds. 3-yard carry.
Not to get sidetracked, but I just remember Stephen Bloom. That's the only thing I remember about Clarkston football in high school.
He was
the biggest linebacker I've ever seen.
He was a psychopath, a middle linebacker.
A man-child on roids.
Well, he was not on steroids. I can promise you that. But he was. I mean, he had the temperament of a caged grizzly bear.
That's exactly what you would think. Yes, yes.
He was a polar bear. Let's put it that way. Right?
Yeah,
he's a polar bear.
There you go.
He was a grade below me. Yeah, he was a monster of a player. Lakeland's going to call a timeout here. 6:28 left in the ball game. We're going to take a quick 30 seconds. We'll be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
And we are back after the timeout. Lakeland talked things over to drop a play. 37-10 lead for the Bulldogs here in the fourth quarter. 6:28 left in the ball game. Suko in the pistol. He's got Cornish back there with him. Receiver in motion. Calder coming across the formation. Little screen play set up to Cornish. He's got numbers in front of him. Stop and go. He's going to get across for the first down across the 45 and knocked down at the 47-yard line. Nice gain there. Pickup of, I believe, 10 yards there for the first down. So on the screen.
Chase Bertram helping him out there, blocking downfield to O-lineman for Lakeland. Getting a couple extra pushes.
And I'll give kudos on defense. Blake Sherrill was out there in pursuit and fell down and actually made Cornish stop and change directions.
Battling,
Cornish might have scored there. He had green grass and 2 offensive players in front of him. So Suko gets the snap. He's going to speed roll the left, dodges one defender. He's got to throw it, and he's going to throw it over the top and out into the turf. I don't know what happened there after the play, but that could have been a late hit.
Slow to get up there.
Easily could have been a late hit.
That's hard to do. Anytime you roll as a quarterback and have to stop your momentum and give the opportunity for that defense to come make a play on you while you're trying to make a throw, and then to give yourself up by jump pass, that's
dangerous. And they floated that ball. Didn't even make it to the sideline either.
And the thing was, Jackson Lutz was there to make a play. He just didn't see the ball. That wasn't the timing of the play. His eyes were downfield.
Yep. So Suko going to be in the pistol. New running back in the backfield, I believe. I'm trying to see the numbers there. 14 on the carry.
Chase
Bertram, nice carry. He's across the 40 down to the 35. Threw another across to the 30 and knocked down at the 29-yard line. Excellent carry. Little spot duty there, running back, and picks up a huge gain.
23 yards there. That's
a nice gain.
Former quarterback. There we go.
Did you teach him how to run or throw?
No, that's probably why he's not a quarterback anymore, because he couldn't really get him to. He's a great runner. He's a tough kid. We actually switched him last year to running back. Just hand him the ball, like you see now. He has great vision.
And he's going to get
tackled from behind, though.
Tackled from behind for a loss of 1. As the clock continues to run, 5:20 left in the ball game. So I'm trying to get word from management of where we'll be on Monday if we got a Kansas City tiebreaker. I mean, Coeur d'Alene up big, obviously, is going to make that happen. So there will be a 5A tiebreaker. That one I bet will happen probably at Lake City High School to have a neutral location for that one.
Update from Timberlake. James Billingsley busts one out. 15-yard touchdown run for Timberlake. Extra point, no good.
New quarterback in. Keeper on the right side. And tackled for no gain.
That's Kason Lautzenheiser. Keeps the RPO.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was in the middle of the score update. Timberlake takes the lead 12-6. 12-6 Timberlake. About 10 minutes to go in the game.
So got an interesting one brewing over there in Spirit Lake. And there's some playoff implications involved there. A win by Bonners Ferry forces a 3-way tie. Timberlake takes care of business. Kellogg's the number 2 seed. Lautzenheiser.
Big play, 3rd and 10 from the 30.
And the pistol. Drops back to pass. Throws
Puts
a
it
nice ball, but
a lot of
Calder
contact there again with Calder running that corner.
tangled up with the defender and incomplete. So 4th down and 10.
Same route they went earlier when that contact and Devin left that ball inside on that smash route.
They're running that smash concept too deep. I know this because we lived and died by that concept when I was in Pullman.
That looked like about an 11-yard corner.
Yeah.
But 4th down here for Kason Lautzenheiser in the Lakeland offense.
If he runs that hitch at about 10 to 12 yards, he's wide open. 2 coaches back here calling a game. Lautzenheiser drops back. Nice ball across the middle. Waddington.
Through the hands of Waddington. That is the best ball we've seen all night. Kason Lautzenheiser with an absolute laser post route to Alden Waddington. He drops it right on the 10-yard line.
I think Waddington was surprised that got to him so clean. Ball goes incomplete and a turnover on downs. So Sandpoint's going to get it back. 4:09 left in the ball game. And at the conclusion of this one, we'll break down some stats for you and have the IdahoSports.com player of the game, which pretty obvious choice in this one.
Yeah.
As Pettit's back in on offense again.
It'd be interesting to see how Devin Suko is after going down.
I think they
taking
just
that
pulled him
series.
'cause they didn't want him
see.
to get. I don't think they wanted to get him to get hit anymore. I think he was fine. He just pulled him. Pettit's going to keep it over the right side. He's going to take a long run, dodge one tackle,
cutback.
Cuts back inside, gain of 6, maybe 7.
Suko does have his helmet in his hand, so that's always a good sign.
Yeah. Didn't see him play much defense tonight either. So I don't know if you noticed that or not. He was hardly out there at all on the defensive
Yeah, he
side
didn't
of the
play
ball.
any defense tonight.
So 2nd down and 4. Maybe a long 3. Got a generous spot there. They're going to give him 7 on the carry. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. They're just trying to milk that clock down. 37-10, the lead for the Bulldogs. Snap goes back.
Quarterback in for
back.
Sandpoint.
Yeah, nice handoff to the running back. That was what, number 30 on the carry, number 20 I'm trying to see. Nice carry there, though.
Yeah, Hunter Garcia in at quarterback for Sandpoint. Another score update here really quick, and this one looks like it might be over at
Shane
Bonners Ferry.
Shane Sherrill gets the carry there, 10 yards on the gain for a 1st down.
Timberlake picks up a Bonners Ferry fumble and returns it for a touchdown. Scores now 18-6, about 9 minutes left in the game.
Shane Sherrill with the carry on the play after the
3 minutes left in the ball game.
1st down, Bulldogs.
So Garcia, quarterback. Max Frank still in there. He's playing. This is the
Still
crazy
got the
part.
whole
Sophomore
line
at
in as
quarterback.
well.
Max Frank is a sophomore with all those other guys. It's just crazy. You got 2 more years of him here. Nice carry over the left side. Another big gain there.
Still got that starting O-line in, though. Just
pick up
keeping
of
that
8
ball going.
for Sherrill. And checking back in is going to be Brewster. So 2nd down and 3. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here as they're just trying to let it tick down. They just have to wait for the back judge to raise his hand and then they can snap the ball. Just a little bit away from taking some knees here. Handoff's going to go to Brewster over the right side through one defender, dodges another would-be tackler down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 2, hard to run.
Just short of that 4th down marker, though. Lakeland's trying to.
Yeah, they're going to force 3rd down and 1. So we're under 2 minutes to play here in the ball game. So we're going to have playoff football for you next week. To be determined where we're at. But we might even have Friday, Saturday next weekend, just saying. Heads up. Carry by the quarterback, Garcia on the keeper. Nice run across the 30 down to the 26.
Move, bounce off.
Wow. Nice carry by the backup. Big gain there and a 1st down, and that's going to do it. They're going to be able to take knees here and ice this one away. Clock continues to wind now. They're going to be able to snap it under 55 seconds. And 2-3 knees and we're done. Pettit's going to come in and go under center and take the -2. 1 minute to play.
Yeah, you don't want to have something happen. I know you're up by 27, but you don't want to have a fumbled snap and something go back to the house and that score change.
So taking the knee is Pettit. Just do it one more time, and this one's academic and all over. And I'll say this is probably the most, a Lakeland defensive team that's solid. Undersized, yes. Solid, yes.
Yes.
But this is the most complete offensive game I've seen from Sandpoint, probably since the Coeur d'Alene game.
Yeah, no, they put some stuff together, especially with the elements. I know it's been kind of a drizzle night. We didn't really get that downpour I thought we were going to get, but
nope.
Parker Pettit was able to find his receivers, Max Frank, Cody Newhart, Artie Vandenberg, and then obviously him and Garrett Cox got things done on the ground. So
that Pettit takes the knee, and that's going to close things out here as the clock finds its way to zeros. Sandpoint's going to come away with the victory, 37-10 over the visiting Lakeland Hawks. They will be the IEL 4A champions this year as they defeat Lakeland and hand the Hawks their first league loss. Lakeland, both these teams are going to be playing next week in the state playoffs. Where and who, we don't know yet because things have to be settled statewide. Brackets should come out after tiebreakers take place on Monday. So Tuesday they're saying the final games will be set for who's going where. Some of them will be set sooner, obviously, depending on how the rankings shake out in other leagues. But going to be an interesting next few days here, especially in North Idaho. We got a Kansas City tiebreaker going to take place in the IEL 5A. So we're going to find our way to that one probably on Monday. We're going to take a quick couple minutes. We're going to get the stats put together. We're going to come back for our IdahoSports.com player of the game and wrap things up here from Sandpoint. So hang with us. We'll be back in probably about 2 minutes here on Idaho Sports.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
And we are back here in Sandpoint. Final score of the night, 37-10, as Sandpoint takes a trip down to the south end zone to ring that victory bell and claim their league championships. They got to take some hardware home after this game, and they're going to be hosting a playoff game coming next week in the Idaho 4A state playoffs. Who? We don't know yet. Yet to be determined. Time and place yet to be determined. I'm assuming it's here. They're not going to like to probably play down the Kiwi Dome. They want that home field advantage, especially in the first round. Player of the game for IdahoSports.com player of the game. Congratulations, no surprise. Guess who? Mr. Parker Pettit.
Weird.
Yeah, who would have thought? 9 of 15 passing for 90 yards, 15 carries for 159, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. An excellent game for the signal caller of the Bulldogs. Only a junior, might I add. So a great ball game by Sandpoint, complete on both ends, offensively and defensively, holding the Hawks to only 10 points, who are averaging over 50 in the last couple games. So great job for them. Lakeland's going to be in the playoffs, so they're going to probably be on the road, I would assume. That's a safe assumption. Who they play, I don't know yet, depending on how rankings shake out. A lot of things happen statewide, a lot of surprising wins and losses. Valley View shocks Emmett, takes the victory by 1. We've got a barn burner in the 3A down the road in Spirit Lake, where you've got Timberlake that came back and took the lead on a fumble return for a touchdown late. And Coeur d'Alene drubbing Lewiston in the 5As, which is going to force a Kansas City tiebreaker that'll take place on Monday. I don't know exactly where. I'm assuming it's probably going to be at Lake City High School to have a neutral location. But we will have to see what happens there. So an excellent ball game. Congratulations. Hats off to Sandpoint. The 37-10 victory over the Lakeland Hawks. Anything you want to add, Craig?
Another good night of football.
Yeah.
I mean, two teams that battled. There was a lot behind this, other than just obviously playoff implications and where it goes. There was a lot of stuff, like I said, hanging over from the spring and last year, that snow battle that they had. But Sandpoint, who I have ranked number 2 in the area, just behind Gonzaga Prep, so they proved their worth. I'm looking forward to see them hopefully make a long run in the playoffs. Yeah, and this victory tonight very well could catapult them into the driver's seat in the 4A playoffs with the top seed, which would get if they get there, I don't want to jinx anything yet, would bring the state championship north, which would bring the game to the Kiwi Dome if they get that far. Obviously, a lot takes place between now and then, but Sandpoint showing they're a very complete team in tonight's ball game, and they've done it all year long. So hats off to the Bulldogs. Thanks for joining us. Myself, Ryan Skaggs, my partner in the booth here, Craig Shaver. Thank you for joining us. Sandpoint, 31-10, victorious over Lakeland. We'll catch you hopefully Monday night for some tiebreaker football here on IdahoSports.com.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com Game Streams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com.